Hello everyone and welcome to the final instalment of this month in Warhammer. What has been our monthly update of all things in the world of Warhammer at the Triple Crown Wargaming studio. For the final time, you have got me chatting rubbish at you from the middle chair. It's me, the Lawmaster, and I'm surrounded by both of the other integral cogs in the Triple Crown machine. To my right I have none other than the Duke.
Hello.
And to my left, I have the legendary chieftain.
What it do, boo boo? Sad times.
40 seconds.
So I have this little bit of hair on the corner of my hat here. It's just really is like that bit there.
Lovely. So the Santa Hats are back for an episode that should cover everything from the serious to the silly, but I cannot make any promises anymore. As always, we will begin by looking at new releases. There are a lot. We're going to move on to what's been going on in our hobby over the last 4 weeks then. We'll take a look at social media, anything that could be described as Warhammer news, and we are going to bring you a very Triple Crown Christmas, like the sort of sequel to the first Triple Crown Christmas. Yeah.
We've brought the Santa hats back.
We have.
They're still as uncomfortable.
We did toy over a title for this segment, whether it was going to be a very Triple Crown Christmas or
Triple Crown Christmas 2, the return of the annoying Santa hats.
Yes.
Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Not electric boogaloo.
Not electric boogaloo. And then finally, we're going to go through what you can expect to see on the channel over the next 6, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, 6 weeks this time. But all of that will become clear later if you've just tuned in and missed a few episodes, or you might realise where we're going because you've seen us talk about it all. Ready. So, brace yourselves, lads. Get ready with the editing skills.
No.
Oh, you're about to see a lot of stuff come up in front of our happy, smiling faces.
I'm not smiling in a
What a month of new releases. So, we're going to begin with some ogres and ogre moor tribes, as they are now known by Games Workshop. And we have got the Blood Pelt Hunter. And he comes in at $27.50, which... yeah, he's
not cheap.
Not cheap, but you know what? The ogre characters aren't anymore, are they?
And they don't look that cheap, to be fair.
Like the deer helmet gutplate.
No, it's not gutplate. He's got them like strapped to his head.
Antlers tied to his head,
yeah.
And then he's got like a crossbow, I think.
Yeah,
I don't
and
like
a spear on his back. No, I quite like the pose. It's really just the antler.
I really like the crossbow thing. That's cool. That's really unique. I like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, the antlers are a bit weird. I might change his head.
Not a fan.
Or green stuff that into some sort of exotic hat with antlers. Don't ask me how I do that.
By exotic hat, do you mean the wizard in a hat?
No.
Could be.
Yeah.
Can't be.
Can't be.
He's only a hero.
No, but you can make him your lord. You can make him a tyrant. It's fine.
Yeah, but he's not. He's a hunter.
Yeah, he's clearly a hunter.
He's the blood
pelt hunter, in fact.
Yeah, well,
not regular pelts.
Not my ogres.
So
hashtag not my ogre.
Sticking with hashtag not my ogre, we are going to have some more ogre moor tribes. We've got their Vanguard box this time. I like this box a lot. I'm going to preface this section by saying that you get a tyrant, which is the new tyrant, which I think we both quite like. I don't know. I haven't asked Max's opinion.
The Spearant.
The Spearant.
Yes. Yeah, he's cool.
The super easly convertible BSB.
I was going to say he smells like BSB as well, doesn't he?
He follows that long proud line of
tradition of heroes with spear/halberd.
Oh, you're
BSB.
Araloth, you're Chaos Lord standing on rock, or you are this guy now. Excellent. Welcome to the party, pal. Christmas movie as well. Christmas movie reference as well. What more could you hope for?
Come out to the mountains of Moor and have a good time.
What the hell am I doing out here?
Nakatomi Plaza, is that?
Is that one?
Nakatomi Rock.
That's a Christmas movie, right?
So you get Tyrant, the one we told you about, probably still on the screen. We get 4 lead belchers, 6 balls, apparently 4 nobblers, according to the official promotional material.
Just come in the ogre ball and I think the lead belcher kit.
Yeah.
You just get a couple in each kit.
You get 2 Mornfang cavalry. Which, can they be taken in units of 2?
Yes.
I feel like they
because
can.
they used to be sold in units of 2, so it would be odd if they couldn't be taken in units of 2.
Yeah, I was never sure how many
sure they can.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, okay,
it used
cool.
to be 2. Yeah.
And then you also get a Sky Cannon, Iron Blaster, / Scrap Launcher if you want to make that.
Iron Blaster.
So probably Iron Blaster, yeah.
Unless you've got 4, then, maybe a Scrap Launcher.
Yeah, maybe.
But then you can also counter fame, so I once Killing Blow Thankwell with Scrap Launcher.
I did once Killing Blow Thankwell with Scrap Launcher. Hilarious. If I just look at, so I rolled a 6, killed him with a spoon. Fantastic.
Things I love to see.
Spoons to snout.
So this one comes in at 80 quid, or 80 English pounds if you're not from Essex, which is about £40 saving because you can't buy two Mornfang anymore. That comes up to four. But you're saving sort of 20 quid plus half the box of Mornfang. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
And again, it looks like the sort of thing that two of, because you can build the balls as iron guts, can't you?
Yeah.
Depends if the kit comes with the pits for.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't see why it wouldn't, because they're the same frames, aren't they?
No, but it might come in. It might come in the instructions to do it.
I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've built ogres.
I think they came in the box as ogres. Which I think
and I don't know. The lead belchers definitely.
The lead belchers are separate.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think you can build balls or iron guts from the same box.
Okay, lovely. In which case, I look at that and think two of those. I've got my Tyrant and my BSB. I've got 12 core ogres, which is about what I'm going to need.
8 nobblers.
I've got 8 nobblers, which is nice.
2 more and then make them trappers. That's a nice little unit.
Some unit filler maybe. I've got 8 belchers, which is really good.
Yeah,
I've got 2 cannons and 4 Mornfang. That's a good ogre army right there.
Yeah, it's a good start. You need a wizard, or I would want a wizard.
No, you need a wizard, I agree. And then a couple of saber tusks maybe.
Yeah, some saber tusks.
That's a pretty good list.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So, a lot. You could probably be looking at under 200 quid for a decent 2,500 point ogre army there, which is a really good price in the modern market.
Yeah.
I'd suggest.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some savings though? Some savings coming on later on.
There's more, mate. Yeah, there's more savings. And we've got the Sylvaneth. So we're moving on now. Forest Spirits on your screen. Sylvaneth Vanguard box this time. This one comes with a Branch Witch, 3 Kernoth Hunters, as they're known, or Treekin to Warhammer players, a Tree Man, and 5 Spike Revenants, or alternative posies for your Dryads, as I like to call them. Now, the Branch Witch is a bit annoying. She used to be sold separately. Now, she's basically a Branch Wraith if you're playing Wood Elves. For some reason, when I looked through this last night, she is just not on the website anymore as a separate choice. She's not even no longer available.
Oh.
She's in this box, but she doesn't appear to be on the website anymore.
Oh, okay.
You definitely used to be able to buy her separately.
Is she still the old Branch Wraith model?
No, that one's still available. It's the one with the scythe. The plastic one with the scythe, which is actually really nice.
Yeah.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing it's not taken, then, isn't it?
Well, if you wanted to do a Tree Spirit army, this is again pretty good. I've said you save again about 40 quid. It's £80 again, same price. About £40 saving. But that is because the Branch Witch will be about 18 quid. I can't buy her, but it'd be about 18 quid. Otherwise, you're saving £20 and you can't buy that other character. You're getting that character and 20 quid. So either way, good. We like this one too. Yeah. Your only mistake is that you've gone for Forest Spirit army. Yes. Obviously. But,
hey, whoa. Come on now.
They are on my radar for next year, something Forest Spirit heavy, I have to say. So carrying on. More, but so many boxes. Get ready.
All the boxes.
Your minds are going to be blown.
All the boxes.
This is one I want to buy.
One that Max is definitely going to buy is the Slaves to Darkness army box.
Army set.
Army set.
Yeah, army set.
It's £120, guys. You get a Demon Prince, the new plastic one, which is beautiful. You get 10 Chaos Chosen with halberds. Great, because halberds are clearly the weapon of choice. And you get 3 Ogroid Theridons. I've even wrote it down.
They are like Minotaurs?
Yeah, they're quite Minotaur-y.
No, they're Minotaurs, but their heads are in their chest. They're like that.
Properly slouched.
It's like it's a flat top. And their head's like that.
Odd.
I definitely think that they would be fine as Chaos Ogres, or if you've got your Beastmen, Minotaurs.
Nah, you got Legions of Chaos armies, maybe.
Yeah.
You haven't in our pack anymore.
No, but beware, they still use the Legions.
So I just turned my head and felt that the ball will go like flying basically off the back of this. I've also just caught a glimpse of myself in the hat. I look ridiculous. So
yeah, because me and Max are like the height of fashion.
Yeah, you look great. For me, it's just silly, isn't it? Clearly.
I'm glad you said that. Man. I'm finally someone's actually said that.
Finally.
I can now ascend to my final form.
It only took over a quarter of a century.
Thanks, mate.
So, obviously no savings particularly for comparable points on this one.
Yeah, because none of that's actually
none of it's available.
But the Chosen could be used as warriors or as Chosen.
I mean,
quite easily.
The fine cast Chosen are currently like £32 for 5.
Yeah, they are really expensive.
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought they were 28, but I know they're in that bracket.
You still have to buy the command. It's still the ulcer. You have to buy command separately.
Yeah. a box of Command and then box.
They
of
still
regular.
actually sell them.
Yeah.
They do, yeah, but they
Oh,
won't
wow.
in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
when it's
yeah,
box
they
regular.
They don't sell Warriors Chaos, basic Warriors Chaos anymore. You can't even buy the new ones.
No, the new ones are going to come out in a couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
I
anyway.
hope though, because
I mean, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, they will, because the actual start collecting for them's out as well at the moment, which had them
I
in.
think they've
Yeah.
stopped selling
I think that's gone as well. So I think they're obviously doing something
So
with
it's good
the
thing I
Box
bought.
in it all.
But that Demon Prince, he's amazing.
Yeah, he's
I
not.
love it. I
Is
know
it?
he's going to be about 50 quid when he comes out on his
Probably.
own. I'm probably going to
45.
still buy one.
Yeah.
Does this
'Cause
mean
it's
I'm
the
gonna?
head options?
Am I finally have to retire my green Slanesh Demon
Oh
Prince?
yeah, please
Yes.
do. Please replace it with this one with the really cool sword and the Slanesh head. Have you seen the Slanesh head in the box?
I've not seen it.
Wildly
And
good.
to be honest, I don't need to see it. I'm probably just gonna buy it.
It's amazing.
I
It's
don't
so
need
good.
to see it.
And
I'm probably just going to
I've
buy
got to
it.
say,
Shut up and take my money.
for the 40k guys, I know just off topic slightly, but there's a really cool 40k backpack in there as well, which is
Yeah.
super cool. But obviously, fantasy side, I love that one. I'm very excited. They're gonna take my money. It's over.
Feels like a lot for
If you
using
go-
it for fantasy because you get the. I think you were saying you get the book
Oh,
and
yes,
the cards
yeah,
You
in
get
that
the
set
army,
as
basically
well.
you get the army book for all your rules. You get
Yeah.
the cards, which is like the like Lord of the Rings cards. It has all your model
Yeah,
pro
yeah,
standby
your
and everything on the card.
profile card.
And I think it has like your stratagems. I don't know what they're called in AOS. Like your stratagems for the game and
Command
everything like that.
Something.
And you also get the nice box it comes in and everything like that.
Yeah, which is great if you play iOS, but just buying it for fantasy it is quite a lot.
You
for
can
14 models.
You can look elsewhere in like third party stockists and they do.
Yeah, they
I
will
think-
likely have it.
I think it's like £40 cheaper, which is what
That is a lot.
Which I think I'm
Yeah,
probably
we
going
did
to go.
find
That
it.
is a lot.
We did find it just over 80 quid.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
80
Yeah, that's
£83.
better.
And to be
Very
honest,
straight
the book itself, you can read it.
I mean,
Oh, you
yeah, it's
could.
going to be related by the barest
Yeah,
margin.
I
isn't
think
it?
Yeah, but I still
I think I'd rather claw my eyes out, but you could.
I'd sell it. And that's no
Yeah.
criticism. People
I'd
want to play
probably-
iOS. I'd just say, cool, look, you can have the book out of the box. The limited
Yeah.
edition one, lovely. Go large. Have a wonderful
I'd read it, then sell it.
Yeah, I'd sell it.
I'd sell it.
And that would help me to recover some of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to be buying this.
So on to some Christmas battle forces. The big boxes continue.
Yeah.
Games Workshop have released an absolute slew of these this year.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, lots.
my words went out there.
There are 7.
Thought it was
there.
Max.
Max talks well. Max speaks
Max
well.
Wordsworth.
Max
Wordsworth.
Wordsworth, that's it.
So we've picked 4 because we think the others don't really work for fantasy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The ones that don't work is the Cruel Boys, the Stormcasts, and
Nighthawk.
And the Nighthawk one, yeah.
I mean, you could use the Nighthawk, and I urge people to do it.
What, and have like 30 can't race?
30 can't race an army.
Yeah.
Chris
I mean,
Howe.
doesn't really work though. 'Cause
Not really.
You can only take how many we work out?
22?
22, yeah.
I mean,
You
you
have
have
a
to
lot
spare
of
over.
space.
Hey, you take Law of Undeath.
I do like that. I think they technically could do that. I do like that lady Elena, so at some point I'm going to get her, I think, and use her as a filler.
The black
sort
coach
of
model
hovering
is
one.
nice.
The black coach is
model is lovely.
amazing.
It's saying they're rubbish, but the model is lovely.
I
They're first
think
two.
you
'cause
could
they're rubbish.
take it, but in terms of using an army, it's not a great basic. That's your heroes and rare. That's all it is. You've got no core.
Yeah,
or
no,
anything
it's,
like
it's shocking. So we didn't include it.
No.
The ones we did include, Battlefield's Daughters of Cain. You get a Cauldron of Blood kit.
Yes.
You get 5 of their Melusai Blood Sisters, which
or
or
snakes.
Blood Stalkers. 2.
Yeah.
They're the snake women.
Half snake, half elf.
All pain. You get 5 Canary Heartrenders, which I love those
Are
models.
they the ones with
Harpies.
wings?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Harpies or
Demon.
Furies for Slanesh,
Yeah.
really good. Not that that's Daughters of Cain, but you get the picture. But I think you could do really good Harpies with those. You also get 5 Doomfire Warlocks. What's not to like?
Nice.
And 10 Witch Elves / Sisters of Slaughter.
And you can build the Doomfires as Dark Riders if you want as well.
You could, yeah. Yeah,
you probably-
kit.
Well, it's one kit, but it's probably the same as like your vampire thing, which doesn't give the instructions to build Dark Riders.
Maybe, but I did. I bought a long time ago. I bought 3 boxes of Doomfire Warlocks as Doomfire Warlocks, and you get it's all like one booklet.
Okay.
So yeah, it just
You might
depends
still
if
have them
they've
somewhere.
amalgamated the books
Yeah.
and how they've done it. But yeah, good.
Yeah, very
We
good,
like that one.
Very good.
Very good.
Big
100
saving as well.
130 quid. You save
Yeah.
£49.50 on that one.
This is the lowest saving.
And it's the poorest of the savings of all the boxes.
I mean, the only what they lose out on is like you only get 10 Witch Elves. A lot of the other boxes you get
Yes.
like 2 boxes of like the core
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, it's not great for the high for the dark elf players out there because it's not great for the high elves either because they get smashed by them. But it's not great for the dark elves out there because you need blocks, don't you, in fantasy?
Yeah.
And obviously, but the we've had talks in the past about the snake women.
Yeah.
And what you could
Dark
use them as
Riders.
Dark Riders, possibly.
Yeah, Dark Riders in a sort of cane
themed army, or fillers again.
Yeah, or fillers. It's probably the best you're going to get out of them.
Yeah.
You could build the cauldron as a blood rag shrine. You also get a Medusa if you build it as a cauldron of
Oh
blood.
yeah, you get a Medusa. Yeah, it's not actually included on
You'd
the
also
list.
get Crone Hellebron.
And Crone
You
Hellebron.
do, yeah. So
and a Death Hag.
So
But
yes,
that Cauldron of Blood is actually quite. You
It's
get
like
like
five or
five
six different models out of it.
five models in one kit.
Yeah,
which
it's
is quite
great
good.
It's not bad. It is
And
50 quid though.
You also get like the big cane idols. You could use like a unit filler or some sort of
Yeah.
monstrous conversion or something
I
like
love
that.
the cane.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
nice.
it's great.
Because I think Dan Gregory he put the big bloody fist on his
Yeah,
front
from these
endless
spells.
spells.
Yeah,
it's
it
like
looks
holding
nice
part
actually.
on it.
Looks very
and
nice.
then you could use like the cane idols like I don't know what you could use as filler or something like that.
Unit
Probably
filler is
a
a really
filler.
good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know why I would.
Yeah.
There are options with it.
So yeah, good that one. £49.50 saving.
This is the greatest name for the next one.
Moving
The
on,
greatest name.
the Battlefields for Gloomspite's Gits, which but this we've actually started including the names now. We didn't for the Daughters of Cain one, but we have now for the others because
Obviously,
obviously
game wasn't good enough.
because Max got really excited. This is the Stampeding Squigalant. So pleased with himself. So you get a Loon Boss on Giant Cave Squig or a
Or
Goblin
Night
War
Boss
Boss
on
on
Giant
Giant
Cave
Cave
Squig.
Squig.
It's a great model. I love
You
it.
get
nice model, actually.
2 Mangler Squigs,
Yes.
which are really expensive now.
Yeah, 50 quid each.
£52.50.
Each. You get 10 Squig Hoppers, which are great, and you get 10 Squig Herd, basically, like Cave Squigs,
Yeah.
10 plus some hand.
You get
Love
10
that.
case quicks and 2 herders, which is not great.
No, because you need a third herder.
Yeah, not quite enough.
Yeah, but 130 quid that one. All the boxes are 130 retail. £61.50 saving though.
It's good saving. You don't get many models, but
That's because
all
all
the stuff
that
you
new
do
Gloom
is very
Spice.
expensive.
All that new Gloomspite stuff is so expensive. I think we did the start collecting the Buying for Beginners Orcs and Goblins, and it was the most expensive of any army. I think it was about 500
Yeah,
quid
it was a lot.
because of the sheer price of those
Of the goblins.
goblins. Yeah. So, but they are such nice models. They
are
really are. We've
really
got
nice.
some on the channel, haven't we?
Yeah.
Another issue of this one is that you don't have any core in it.
No. You don't even have much in the way of, like, similar to the Dark Ops, you don't really have much of a block of cave squigs
No, you
either.
don't.
10 is nowhere near enough.
So I think
No.
this is the first time the Daughters of Cain and this one are probably like good additions to
Add-ons,
your
yeah.
add-ons to your
Yeah,
existing army.
this is a one buy job. You're
Yeah.
not going to buy 2 because
No.
you've got 2 Manglers, which is the
Yeah.
most you can ever get in your list. So this is a one purchase job.
Yeah.
Whereas when we think about those Vanguard boxes, that was a bit different earlier.
Yes.
Yeah,
To be honest though, even the Dark Elf one, you might want to buy 2 of it. The only thing you're really not going to use is the second Cauldron of Blood.
you could treat yourself to Blood Rack Shrine, I suppose, but it's not
You
great.
could.
You could
I'd probably build it as a Blood
I mean,
Rack
the
Shrine
thing
because I've got
is,
one. But
if you were doing like a thing list around, like using the Melusai
Yeah.
as like Dark
Dark
Riders,
Riders.
then perhaps you would because you're getting
Yeah.
the Cauldron for free in the second box.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Gives
a
you
thought.
20 Witch Elves, which you get in there, probably
Yeah.
one box away from the unit size you really need.
Yeah.
10 Doomfires, really good. 10 Dark Riders, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just decent. stuff.
Harpies, which you're probably not going to use, but you know.
They're okay.
alright.
They're just the thing you chop when
Yeah.
everything else is done in. But you could opt for bigger witches and
Yeah.
take some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. So yeah, 2 good boxes. Now we're on to one that you definitely will do.
This is
Kate,
something. I
in
think
my
this is the
opinion.
one. This is the one that everyone's going to be buying. I think.
This one is amazing.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
very
the
good.
Battleful Skaven, the Verminous Host. You get a Grey Seer on Screaming Bell, which could obviously be a furnace for anyone who's built one.
Yeah,
You get the
Priest.
Warlock with the Death Rocket model. or-
Lovely, Doom Rocket model.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
Warlock Bombardier.
Yeah.
You get 3 Storm Friends, and because they are your friends.
No one else's, just yours.
Cries in High Elf Dragon. And you get.
Dragons.
Thank you. Thank you for the clarification. And you get 40 Clan Rats and 40 Plague Monks. 130 quid.
Madness.
This is a whopping saving. £76.50.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is great.
Out of this
Absolute
world.
madness.
We saw the same from the Cauldron Blood. You get the Grey Seer on foot if you go for the Plague First. You also get Plague Priest on foot.
If you go for the bell.
Yep.
You can just put the Plague Priest on a square base, plop him on the furnaces
Okay,
anyway.
yeah. Most people do.
But let's be real. You take you double this. You go for a double bubble.
Yeah, probably.
Right. You've now got 80 of everything.
Yeah.
Which means you've got a block of 40 slaves.
Yep.
You've got a block of 40 Clan Rats pushing your bell.
Yeah.
Yep.
You've got
A block of 80 Plague.
Probably 42 many Plague Monks, if we're honest.
Yeah, maybe too many ladies, but I mean, it's not like you've paid for them because you've
No.
saved £76. Even if you dropped the 2 boxes of Plague Monks off, you've still saved 25 quid.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane.
I mean, could you just so you
You've
know,
got Bell, you've got Furnace, you've got 6 Plague Fiends, Storm Fiends.
You've got 2
2
towers
Warlocks.
with supporting fiends, which
Yeah.
I think is a really strong build for that. You've got the potential for double Gracier.
Yep.
You've got the Plague. You've got double Plague Priest as a support option. You've got double Warlock. Again, so that means you've got Brass Orb and Death Rocket if you want it.
Yep.
Which is really strong. The only thing you're missing is
Storm Vermin.
yeah, but I think you can live without Storm Vermin. I know I'm a big Storm Vermin fan, but they're not necessarily the most.
you're missing out.
They're not a must-have.
You're missing out on Hell Pits, if I'm honest. And
But you wouldn't have the points
Because
for
you've
Hell
got
Pits
6
because you've
Storm
got 6 Storm Fiends.
Okay, so Gut Runners maybe then.
Gutter
Chaff.
Runners. Yeah, probably
You're basically
some,
missing out on Chaff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably get some Gutter Runners, which they did some beautiful new Gutter Runner models
Yeah.
recently anyway, so I'd get those.
Your Slaves are chaff, mate. That's your chaff there.
And I would
Yeah, but you
take,
only have one of them.
and I would,
2, cheers, 20.
I would take the Warlord model they did, which has got like a nice little banner
Yeah.
pole on the back, the one that I converted up for the channel to Blacktail.
Yeah.
And I would just use him as my BSB. He's got banner on his back. Why not?
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
2 of those boxes plus that banner. I've probably got most of the points for my army.
Yeah, pretty much.
Strong.
Yeah, very
Really
good.
strong, and I've saved an absolute fortune. If I
150
pick
quid.
2 of those up, I've saved
160
150 quid.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to score 2,500 points of Skaven for well under £400.
Yeah, under £300 probably. I thought.
Uh,
You're on 260. You're on 40.
Oh
quid to
yeah.
spend.
Oh wow. Yeah. And all I'm looking for really is a BSB and maybe
some
some
gutter
chaff. Yeah,
The
probably.
Gutter Runners might push you up to that 300,
300.
but you're not going to be much over it.
No. Love it.
Mm.
Love that one.
Yeah, big fan. I'm looking definitely to get one of these. I've already got a reasonable size Skaven on me, so I probably won't double it.
Last year I got hit with the double bubble of the Sinesh Warriors one.
Yeah.
It's not working out well.
That was a year ago.
Oh no.
That was a year ago.
But yeah, I think I've already got a Screaming Bell. I've already got a Plague Furnace. I've already got 6 Storm Fiends. I've already got 20, maybe 40 Plague Monks. I've already got a bunch of Clamor. I'm getting one of these boxes.
You've
I'm
got
not getting
40
two.
Plague Monks. You've definitely got 40. I'm sure you had over 20 when
you bought
played
it from Dave.
Plague
Dave
Yeah.
had the Plague Furnace with his unit.
Yeah,
didn't he?
you definitely had
Yeah,
more than 20
so I
when
must
you
have.
played me.
I've basically already got this box.
Yeah.
Plus, so
Yeah.
I'm just going to add one of these boxes.
I'm surprised you're adding one, to be fair. I think it's a fantastic box.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure it's that great for you, like, particularly.
I think.
But I
think
suppose you would
it's
then
good.
have the ability to have 8 Storm Fiends, 2 units of 4, which I think
One with Grinder Fist.
No,
you
maybe.
can't quite squeeze in. You can get 7, I think, in 2-5. But yeah, good. Very strong.
It just bulks out the Clan Rats, nice and cheap. Bulks out the Plague Monks.
Yeah, because
If I want to do, and I will eventually do a Scroll Key,
A
Plague
scroll
Key
list.
list.
That would be
Not
cool.
lift.
10 years down the line,
Yeah.
baby. 10 years down the line.
It'll be 15 by the time I do it.
Hashtag it's never too late.
He's a +1 now.
He is. Last one of these Battleforce boxes we are bringing you is Battleforce Sylvaneth Revenant Wargrove. So this one has Dryatcher Hammerdreth.
Battlebot Dracher.
Yep.
Mecha Suit Drudge.
2 tree men slash Durthus slash tree men entrance.
Yeah, because they can be built as in the AOS Spirits of Durthu, which means you can take more than one Spirit of Durthu.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about that for fantasy.
Why?
Well, isn't he like? Didn't he sort of explode when the world
No,
exploded?
no, he gave his life force to Alariel.
Moving on.
10 Spire Revenants, which can also be built as Tree Revenants, or as our good friend from the North Remembers tournament organiser, Tim, always calls them the Ooga Booga. Boo! The boo trees. He's like, imagine you walk through the forest and go, boo! So he loves those.
David Attenborough to a sloth.
Yep. And then 16 Dryads. This one's £81 saving.
Yeah,
so
that's big.
130,
Yeah.
81 quid.
Massive saving.
Again, difficult to see me doubling it because do I need 4 tree men?
Yes. Durthu Tree
You can do it.
Durthu Tree
Yeah.
Man Ancient.
Double
and,
tree man ancient, double tree man.
Tree man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
mean,
but you could.
if you're gonna do a forest spirit army, there's an argument for that.
Yeah, I mean, you wrote a Forest Spirit
I
list
did
a
write.
week ago.
I
I
think
think that had 3 tree men. It had
Yeah.
Durthu and 2 tree men. Didn't it?
Yeah, Durthu 2 Tree Men and Drycha, because I think it'd be funny to have Drycha force the 3 Tree Men to burst out of forest in your opponent's deployment zone. Like, ah!
That's terrifying.
Drycher is worth saying he's huge, so probably
Yeah.
she's easier as a unit filler.
Actually, an awkward size because she's not really tree manny.
No,
she's a bit too
too
small for
short
that.
to be a tree man.
But she's way too big to be anything else. So
Yeah.
as you said, filler's
Just filler
probably
for
going to be where
Dryads.
you're going to use her.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think anything for the monstrous Archon you can use her as.
You know what? You know
Praetor?
what? Incarnate Elemental of Beasts
Oh, yeah,
would be a possibility,
yeah.
wouldn't it? She's
Yeah.
kind of like a sort of tree type beastie
Yeah,
creature, possibly.
It takes some
clutching.
work. It takes some work. She's on that sort of shape as a river troll hag. It takes some work in a sort of general outline of
Wood
it.
elves can't take one though.
No, but you take Renox and you just make the wood elf one and put your rocks.
I don't see that.
No,
I see.
I think if you throw like a blob of green stuff at it, maybe.
I think if you sculpted River Troll Hag over her, over her
Use her as a
exoskeleton.
frame. Yeah.
I said it's got the general shape. I didn't say it'd be easy.
The River Troll Hag, he's got two hands on like a thing, and it's like crawling
But she's
along.
No, she's got one out, hasn't she? One hand out, holding
No.
her net.
No, you're
No, she's got one on her shoulder, holding a net
That's
over
it,
her shoulder,
holding it,
and she's
yeah.
got the other one like that.
Yeah.
She's quite she's like this sort of shape.
Yeah.
Dryarcher looks like she's on the Radical skateboard.
Yeah, she's
So
I'm still sticking to my guns.
Okay, well, you're wrong. Incarnate Elemental of Beast, maybe a Brayton.
we're pushing her luck. So yeah, that's our boxes. Lots. So yeah, lots to
Lots of good releases from
chew
GW.
through.
For Christmas.
Yeah, been another good year
Yeah.
on that front.
So what 2 boxes are you gonna buy, James? And not do it for?
Don't think so. I'm always tempted to buy Skaven. I had a Skaven army before,
I
which
reckon
I sold
it's
to John, which we now have back for the channel.
I reckon
No
it's
news.
the Sylvaneth.
No, I've got so much Forest Spirit already. I've got 3 tree men already, and I've got.
What's 5?
I think I've got at least 8, if not more, because I think they come in. Might have 12. Treekin.
Treekin.
Yeah, which you don't get any of, and I've got a ton of Dryads.
That's
So-
only 16 more.
Don't need it. But looking at our compact now, looking at Alariel Incarnate Life,
Life.
there's definitely some thought process happening there with that sort of list, if I'm honest, like an Avalon type Forest Spirit army, which I quite like the idea of. So watch this space. The Curseling is next, aka Village. £21 for the new Village model. He
don't like
has
it.
divided opinion, I think.
I like him as a model.
I
I think
don't
he's
like
nice.
him.
Divided opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's too thin.
Yeah, I think that's probably reasonable, but not knowing Village's like fluff, I think as a model, he's a very nice model.
He's very dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot more dynamic than the old one.
Yeah. But the old one had some bulk.
But that had some charm in its own way. So, yeah. So he's in £21. And then we've also got the Sinari... Skinari or Sinari?
Sinari.
Sinari, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Enlightener. High Elf Wizard. £19.
Yeah,
There you
could use him as a techless. Change
Could.
his head.
Take some conversion.
Yeah.
Well,
I
change
think-
his head either way, to be fair. But could use him as a sort of techless. He's sort of floating up. He's
There
got
isn't a
staff.
techless now, is there? So
No.
you've got to kind of find options.
Yeah.
So
There is techless. It's just. It's just
Oh,
a
yeah,
really.
He's just flying and attached to a weird griffin thing
Sphinx.
It's just a normal
It's just
model.
with wings.
Yeah.
Sphinxes had wings, yeah, sometimes.
Your war sphinxes don't.
They do. They have those weird. Oh, my war sphinxes don't. No,
They're
well, it's
good
because they're the good
sphinxes,
sphinxes. They've got a howdah instead of wings. So that's the problem. Techless would be in the howdah, but obviously can't be. So yes, that's Games Workshop. We've done it. We've
Yes.
got Games Workshop out of the way. Couple from Mantic to finish us off. We have the Kings of War. Have got some new Empire of Dust Sandborn Worm Riders. These guys I love. I think they're great.
They are quite nice.
It's been really hard for people for a long time to find good quality Necropolis Knights. Thank you. I was going to say Necropolis Colossus, but they're not. Necropolis Knight options. Like, there's not really anything out there.
No.
These are clearly that.
Yes.
40 quid for 3. Alright, not the cheapest models I've ever seen, but
Really?
I can live with those.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not bad models. They're quite nice. And like you say, gives you options. Gives you the option of actually
and-
get some without remortgaging your house.
Yes. And their Orc range, they have now released a box of Orc Chariots. You get 3 in a box, £35 retail.
That is good value.
We saw them
Yeah.
this morning for 27 odd.
Something like that. Yeah.
27.50 I think it was.
Yeah, so that's ridiculous. That's
Yeah,
so good.
they have the same weird Funko Pop things pulling the chariots as the ogre chariots do. It's basically the ogre chariot, but with a couple of orcs on the back.
I think it works better with the orcs rather than the ogres.
Yes. I still am not a fan of the beast pulling them. They just look too Funko Pop. But
I
they'll
think
work.
though the beauty with those is that you could swap them for boars, and it's not like you spent a fortune. You could get a box of boar boys
Yeah.
and swap them for that if you wanted to, and you still wouldn't have really.
They still sell ball boys.
They sell savage or ball boys,
Yeah.
not regular ball boys.
So you get the balls from them, I suppose. Yeah.
Let's use the boars, yeah.
Yeah.
Alfs. Or you could green stuff. You could green. How was he landed pretty hard over there?
So,
And just when you thought the 80s couldn't get you anymore. And then the other option would be to fur them up with some green stuff.
Mm.
Fur's like everyone's first lesson for green stuff.
Yeah.
You could easily fur them up.
Yeah, you can make them goblin-y chariots, take the orcs off the back, put some
Put
goblins
some
on the back, and
wolves
put
on
the
the front.
Fenrisian wolves on the front.
Yeah, Goblin Wolf Rider chariots.
Yeah.
So lots of options. Like these a lot.
Yeah.
Not too expensive.
No, 35
yeah.
for 3 is really good.
Yeah, good. Like those. And that's it. That's new releases.
We got there.
Finished with the bumper section for the last episode.
Thank God.
So the month in our hobby. What have you been working on, Man Like Max?
What have I been working on? Based on my corn demons.
Did you do that last month?
No, they were painted. I based them all this
Oh,
month.
Yeah, to get them ready for Cardiff. More on that later.
I basically based in about a week and a half, I think it was.
Right.
What wasn't already based, which was the all the blood letters. So that was that.
Yeah, well, we based your
No,
blood
we
letters
based your blood
for
letters.
the narrative.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
everything but the blood letters.
Oh,
I see what you mean.
right.
Everything
Right,
but
okay.
the blood letters
Yeah,
was
yeah.
actually based.
Okay.
And I also got like everything that what I didn't take to Cardiff, so all my flesh hounds, all my judgments of core and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did you get those done in addition?
Yeah, Skull Taker, he's based up now, he's glued onto his Juggernaut.
Oh, nice.
Everything's done. The only thing that's not finished painting is the Furies I'm not using in an army, to be honest. They're still like base coated, they're not been painted yet.
So you've not done bad this month.
And then I bought 5 Skull Reapers.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, but it's not a new army, is it? So you
No,
can't
no.
get around the problem.
No, I bought 5 Skull Reapers because we went to Cardiff and I had a crazy idea of taking 30 of them, and then we realised
Then you measured how wide that unit would be and thought, you know what, maybe not.
a unit is 40 centimetres wide. It was mad.
Yes.
It was crazy.
And they don't have a musician.
You see, you can't take
Nice for free fun for you.
You can't take musician them. Basically, just hope you sing in the middle of the board. Hope there's no impossible
Hope there's
terrain,
no terrain anyway, yeah.
and just go forward.
I'm going to put these here. Decide what you want to do about that.
You could
They're just
go.
gonna
You
sit.
could go bus formation, I suppose.
How are you going to deploy that?
No, their units. Surely are they minimum unit of 5?
Yes.
Oh, that's really upsetting. Their units of 5, aren't they? I think.
Yeah, they are.
Little flying squads.
I said,
yes.
yeah. I built the models. I built the models when the day we got home from Cardiff because I just didn't go to bed.
We got home late as well.
Yeah.
We got home about 10 to 10, I think it was.
Well,
Yeah. So I got home and built them. And to be honest, the models themselves, you could have stuck them on such smaller bases.
of course you could.
Yeah.
Just
It's a-
wildly based.
The 40 mils is just so big.
They didn't care at this point. I'm absolutely certain that at this point they'd stop
The
caring.
40 millimeters is just so big for what they are. It's just crazy. But they are nice models. There's one with a scorpion tail, which I quite like.
Yeah, I like the Scorpion Tail actually. I actually think the models
The
themselves
models
are
themselves.
nice.
The,
Yeah.
the banner looks lovely. It's like a massive brass corn item, which just looks lovely.
Yeah, that's cool.
So got them. Yeah, base the corn warriors, base the corn demons. Not much else.
Not much else.
No, I'm just
Interesting.
preparing my wallet for next year.
So what's the plan for the festive period?
I said over the
Try to
weekend
hold off from buying a new army.
For a month.
Desperately.
I'm almost there, boys. We'll get on to that in a second.
You're going
but
to
yeah.
fail, mate.
I'm not
31st
gonna
of December,
No.
quarter to midnight. Boys, I failed. Boys, I failed. I couldn't hold off any longer.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
Just Max crying in the corner. No, I told myself over the Cardiff weekend, I said I'm going to go back to my Warriors. Try and get the basing, because nobody particularly apparently likes my basing on my Warriors.
That is correct.
Yeah. No one particularly likes them, so I'm probably going to go back and probably scrape all the snow off of it
Yeah, that'd be good.
and start from scratch.
Good start.
Good start.
Build it up. Make it look cool.
Well, yeah, it's a good start to scrape it off and start
Give me
again.
some. Give me some texture. Give me some height.
Give
I
me
wanna
some-
believe
I want
it.
some volume in this.
Yeah. I
And
want.
like a couple of different colours, not just white.
I like.
Or brown.
You could even have like the capes dragging through and stuff.
This is why I don't like bringing up my
Really
basing to the
cool.
guys here, because you go on this, I'm like, I actually can't be able to do that.
But this is what like elevates the paint scheme in the models so much. The basing helps so much.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to go with Warriors. I think we decide Warriors probably going to be one of my competitive armies next year, unless I decide to buy a massive height off.
So you mean until you decide to buy?
Yeah.
Not unless.
Until the 1st of January when
Yeah.
he buys a massive high farm.
Yeah, so that's probably
So
going to
he's
go
not
back.
defeated.
You're going to go back to the Warriors, get them and try and sort that, make them look pretty.
Make them
and
look purty.
Make them look pretty. And maybe, as I said, maybe not have my greens actually demon friends flying around the board.
Yeah, maybe not.
I'd love to see him look not green.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't paint that one.
No, you lent it to someone so they could use it as a Nurgle one and never corrected it.
Well, look, the paint was quite good. And then, as said, the 1st of December, I'm probably going to end up buying.
1st of December.
1st December, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You've already done it when this video comes out.
It's over.
1st of January, I'm probably going to end up buying a bunch of files for. What was it? The Lost? No, it wasn't.
Last Sword.
Last Sword High Elf,
Yeah.
because I love their High Elf miniatures. And go down that route
The
probably.
high elf miniatures are beautiful.
They are nice.
Make them look different from James's. James is going to sell me some magic cards, maybe.
Yeah, and some Seaguard.
Some
Nah,
Seagull.
Don't worry, it's happening.
So that's probably what I'm going to go with in the past. I've not got anything planned. I've sort of just hit that sort of end of year like.
The lull.
just
Yeah.
like Emperor Palpatine after he kills Mace Windu, he goes He does.
Your head, he's gone, man.
I'm gonna stick that clip in the video. It's like
That's Max right now.
I already saw the unlimited power in once.
You did.
Yeah, you did. Was that when I rolled like a 23? In
You roll like a 20,
magic phase?
yeah, in the sort of
Something like
magic,
that.
you roll
Yeah,
like
it was really
6, 5, 5, 4.
Yeah, for like a magic phase. That was
Yeah.
insane. So, onto the Duke. What have you been up to?
I haven't got anything painted, I don't think.
Yeah, because all your vampires were done, weren't they?
Yeah, for Cardiff they were done ages ago, yeah. I've got 14 Dark Riders and a Dark Elf Wizard on foot built. Don't think I've got anything. I've got a Green Knight based.
Woo! Nice.
He's based. I think that's it. Not really done too much hobby wise the past few weeks, really.
Going to events, it really kills the hobby time for us a lot because we then film double up. Like we end up
Yeah.
filming more on the other times that we're together. Like that we would do hobby. We end
Yeah.
up filming, didn't we? Basically.
And I wanted to sort of get more into the Dark Elves, to be honest. I wanted to sort out some Executioners, and possibly paint some Doomfires, but the weather's been horrible, so I haven't been able to spray them.
Yeah.
And I can't find the Executioners. Don't know where they are. I think they're in the loft. So, and I've not been up there.
So
That's
in
annoying.
a sense, you also hit your moment.
A little bit, yeah. I just couldn't be bothered to
Can you
go
do
up
the
the loft.
noise?
Is that okay for you?
There wasn't enough oomph, but I'll
Yeah,
take
it was on.
Yeah!
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Merry Christmas.
yeah. When I eventually go up the loft, probably to get the Christmas decorations down, I'll have a look for
Oh,
for the
yours aren't up.
Executioners.
Mine's been up for 2 weeks.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
3 weeks to the point this video comes
They-
out.
It's November when we're filming this.
Yeah, don't
That's
worry.
not
Don't worry.
acceptable.
3 weeks.
Not
I,
acceptable.
I didn't put them up, obviously.
She didn't put them already, actually.
3 weeks ago.
Oh, God.
3 weeks when this video comes out. Yeah, 3 weeks ago.
Unacceptable.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so I'll probably have a look from them, hope I find them. There's a lot of Dark Elves that I don't know where they are. I need to make sure I've got enough Dark Shards. That's the only thing I think I might be a tad short on. I need
Dark Shards are nice.
24 for the army.
I think
Oh,
you
you
buy-
could if you've got 2 boxes, you'll have to get.
Yeah, well, I bought them built. I didn't buy them new.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how many. I'll be honest, I
I
can't
think
remember. I
you
bought
buy,
them a long time
you
ago.
buy, I like you buy these armies, stick them in the loft. They go
Forget
missing.
about them.
They were missing for like 5 years,
Yeah.
and then you go get them, you bring back out.
Yeah, there's nothing
Exactly
wrong
what
with
happened with
that.
the
That
Empire.
Empire army
Yeah.
up in that cabinet had a very similar life as well. I bought that about 7
Tastes
8
like
years
fine
ago.
wine.
Yeah, yeah, they do. But that is a sort of a hint, I suppose, to what my competitive army is going to be for next year. It's going to be Dark Elves. It's not going to be your standard Dark Elf list A. If you enjoy playing that, good for you. I think I find it a bit boring, to be honest.
Oh, just run forward, kill everything, and run out
well,
outside.
big block
I hate winning
witches,
as well.
big block witches, flying Dark Elf level 4, probably Morathon, if not just a chick on a peg.
Don't know why I wouldn't spend the extra 10 points and have the Morathon.
Yeah,
10 points.
like,
It's really not a
it's
lot.
mad.
It might not be quite that
Um,
little bit, ain't much.
You know, a couple of units of Dark Riders, unit of Dark Shards, big block of XX, Doomfires. It's not wildly different, but I've got no Witch Elves. I've got level 4 on Life in the list, on foot
You
BSB.
consider a Black Guard over here.
Save it, Scott. Save
Yeah.
it for later. Save it for a discussion
Monsters.
later.
Save it to later.
You're selling. You're too much.
I'm going too far ahead of
People are
myself.
getting too excited. At home. We need to
Over
just
over
calm.
Christmas, if I find the Dark Elves, hopefully then. I've got some stuff that I need to build. I've got some beasts actually that I want to build actually. As well.
Beasts.
My
Oh, you
10
bought all
beasts
those
in
beasts
Nurgle.
in Nurgle ages ago, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll
Ones.
have those bases hopefully soon in the next week or so.
Yeah, I remember seeing a conversation that
yeah.
I was sort of privy to, but wasn't part
Yeah.
of
Because I
happening.
once again
I'm
forgot to
getting
bring them
those.
to you, so you have to actually buy them to alleviate my
Yes.
forgetfulness.
Yes.
That's awkward.
So yeah, I'll have them. I need to pick up some super glue actually as well to actually put them together. But
Much purchase this month.
You didn't buy anything at Cardiff, did you?
I didn't buy anything at Cardiff. I don't think I bought anything.
You could be buying some Skaven.
Probably, possibly. Although to be fair, I won't. I'll probably wait until Christmas And if they have any left, then I'll get some. Like, I'll get a box.
You don't need it, do you, with what you've got?
Yeah, I
agree.
don't need it. And that's the only one of the boxes I'd really be interested in. They're very good boxes, but I've got a Dark Elf army that doesn't really need any of the stuff in it, because I've got 15 Doomfires already.
No.
I've not got an Orcs and Goblins army anymore, because I sold it to Max.
I'm in the process of slowly sending a lot of that to me as well.
I've not got...
I'm not sure he's ready for it yet, but slowly I think it's going to happen.
I've not got a Wood Elf army, because I swapped that with James, and even if I did have a Wood Elf army, I wouldn't buy that box, so I don't want a Tree Spirit army. So, really, the Skaven's the only one, and like you say, I don't need it, it's just a sort of nice to have.
Where's your sense of adventure?
No.
Bombshell comment.
Maybe... No, I've got a lot of Ogres, though. I was going to say maybe the Ogre Vanguard box. I
like that box.
I've got so many.
I'm always tempted by
So
ogres.
many.
I know I'm not going to win anything
I've
with
got
them.
like 18 lead belchers. I don't need any more.
They're the complete
That's
opposite
you,
to
that
how
is.
I play the game in what they do. I know I'm going to lose all my games, but I'm very excited about the idea of buying an army where I've got to paint 30 models and I've got 2,500 points. That excites me a lot. And I feel like there's some really good hobby stuff I could do with them as well. So I'm always tempted, but not going to do it. So.
But yeah, nothing really is catching my eye in the sort of new releases or that's really on the shelves
Horizon.
already, as it were.
Everyone else has done it. Why don't you start War Scouts army? Everyone else has done
Yeah,
it.
literally everyone else has done it.
No.
Come to the winning side.
No.
We have chaos flavoured cookies.
You have the best demon prince.
Yeah.
Upsetting.
We've got the good one.
Cries
Big
in
Alf!
Demons. Cries in Demons of Chaos Demon.
Yeah, Big Alf is legendary. If he ever makes it to the channel, he'll be even more
You
legendary.
can take the demons against Demon Prince. Just
Yeah, he's rubbish though.
Just won't have a good arm save. Just won't have.
Or be unbreakable.
Yeah.
Or have good magic items.
Yeah. Or have the good gifts of chaos.
Yeah, in a very real sense, he's going to be
He's
pretty
just
cool.
rubbish.
Yeah. At least you enjoy them randomly.
No. What about you?
Not a lot.
Right, well, it's the next session, guys.
It's not been mega productive for me, unfortunately.
Is it ever?
It definitely was before New Job,
the
wasn't it? It was more productive before New
From
Job.
the hip.
I've based a lot of his army. Wait, that was last month.
You can base like 40 models, it's fine.
It's only like all your core.
Hobby-wise,
It is all I've got.
I've painted a couple of figures for a different game system. But it really is just like a couple of Lord of the Rings figures, basically.
Yeah.
Nothing exciting. I just not had the time. And I'm trying to think.
The hat's getting itchy.
Yeah, the hat's really itchy. It's doing my head in, quite literally. I'm really in a hobby funk. Which I don't think is helping me. I'm looking at lots of different projects at the moment. I'll discuss it more later, but I can't really kind of settle myself.
Yeah.
And
I don't have knits. These hats are just incredibly
really,
itchy.
really itchy, the hats.
It's good, my hat only fits over like a third of my head.
Purchases, though, I have purchased. I bought
Shocker.
Archeon.
You did?
Oh, and the made to
To
order.
be fair,
Yeah.
Shocker, I don't actually purchase anywhere near as much as you guys. I did all my purchasing like 10 years ago and I'm still getting through it. But I did purchase Archeon the on the made to order. And I was reliably informed a week ago it was on its way, but hashtag postal strikes I think has put me in the dirt there. I've still not got it, which is really upsetting. I also
You got an email saying that quick that you
Monday
were on your way.
ordered it on the Saturday morning,
Wow.
like 10 and got it on the Monday.
Wow.
Yeah, I was really pleased.
Shocking.
But then disappointed that I still haven't seen my figures. I also ordered the Sinesh Champion for obvious reasons. I just really
He's
like
nice.
him anyway.
Yeah.
He's nice. And I ordered the Wizard on the Horse.
Yeah,
very,
I like him.
Very divided opinions on that one. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, there's people that, like me, think he's really, really cool. That
Yeah,
really
big
like
fan.
the antlers on the horse and stuff, and really like the kind of the dynamism of the model. And then there's people that are wrong.
He's oddly looking the wrong way. He's looking like super sideways.
Yeah, I don't mind
For where the
that.
horses
That's
go.
like a
Shouting-
Thaden.
Shouting to his followers.
Yeah, at least he's not like sniffy's armpit like your dad is.
No. Thaden's facing the right way in that one.
So
No, that Chaos Sorcerer's not armoured enough for me.
you don't know what's going on under those cloaks.
Just a bunch of rippling pecs, obviously.
He could be absolutely
Stopped.
He could be absolutely strapped in armour underneath there, mate.
No.
I really like, and it isn't my original idea, but I'm going to play it off as if it is my original idea and not a conversation I had with my brother about the figure. But I really like him. I could see him creeping round the back streets of like Altdorf or Nuln. He's hooded up. He's got his walking cane that's got like a little bit of a sickly sort of head to it. And he's actually kind of spreading that chaos corruption. He's doing all of that chaosy stuff. He's just got that classic old world vibe about him. Love him. So yeah, purchased those three. It was about 70 quid. It was really like, wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot more than I thought it was going to be. But very happy with the purchase.
Archon is metal, though, isn't he, Archon?
All of them are metal.
Are they all metal? So that's a plus.
Yeah, lovely. They're going to chip, but I don't care. They're going
At least they won't bend.
Their swords are going to be straight. And that staff, could you imagine that long
Yeah.
staff in resin? That's going to be awful. So yeah, really happy with that. Can't wait to get them.
They remind me. I also stuck Cider Affingrim in my basket on Games Workshop. Didn't buy them. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I just stuck
Pops
them in
him in
my
your
basket.
basket.
I was like, Leash of 10 General sounds quite nice.
Is he the only special character for Warriors you haven't got?
No, I don't own him. I don't own Gulrach, and I don't own Wolfric.
Okay, fair enough.
Wolfric's still available, you should get.
No, he doesn't. He's not on Slaves to Darkness anymore.
Is he not?
Nope.
Oh. I'll tell you who.
I look lost.
I'll tell you who I have been looking around for though is a Throg. I'm still not 100% sure if I want to take one of the Slangor and convert a Slangor Throg.
Yeah.
Or if I want to just get proper Throg. I like both as ideas.
I'd convert it because I just don't think it will look. It'll stand out too much because he's so bulky because he is a troll compared to your very slender Slangor.
Yeah, so perhaps. I mean, the main thing is like kind of so many of these models are no longer available. You kind of got to get creative at some point
Yeah.
as well now, which is what we always try and find good alternatives for on the channel.
That's
Yeah.
what I need to do, is get my Throg done.
Yes.
So yeah, Christmas I will have some time off, and I really want to try to do some hobby.
And why is it going to be High Elves?
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. We'll come back to it, guys. We'll come back to it. I'm a broken man over here. Social media wise, lots of cool stuff. We had some Saturday Showcase sent in the last month.
Yeah. How long ago would it have been? Now the video goes out. 2 weeks? No.
3?
3 weeks.
Yeah, which
3
was
weeks
a massive thank you to Mark Merrifield?
I think it's Murfield.
Murfield,
No.
sorry Mark. But they are
They're lovely.
Lovely models,
Yeah,
yeah.
we've got some Bretonians from Mark as well, which will be going up. I want to say yesterday.
or
Maybe?
no, maybe
When
the
this video
week,
comes
maybe
out?
the week before. Cause
No, because we've got another one as well.
oh, have we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we've got lots coming. Thank
That might have
you.
been yesterday.
Thank
Or
you.
We might wait and do it the week after because yesterday would have been ticket releases.
Ticket
Which
releases.
we'll do in a minute.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, but
It will be either yesterday or next week.
Yeah.
But they're
So-
lovely, so check them out.
yeah, no, great stuff. Thank you so much for sending them. We love to share them. And you just make me very jealous, basically. I love those dwarves. They just make me want to paint mine again.
They're very nice. Yeah.
So
Very
yeah,
nice.
very, very cool. Thank you for doing that. Please keep doing it.
Mm.
It's been awesome, sawsome. You will have seen that I'm sort of turning social media and Warhammer News into one now.
Okay.
So you know, just for this because it makes sense. You will have seen
Excuse me.
that
Thank
we
you.
released a little over a week ago now the compact and compendium for this coming year's 2023's Triple Crown Wargaming Grand Tournament.
Yep.
Just the drapes come down here.
Yes, very. Again, great response. We've made some big changes this year. If you've watched our Tale from the Wizard's Tower talking about Legion's list, you'll see that. You can see a lot of that in there. We've made some changes to the compendium.
Excuse me, it's getting too much.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on.
Too much.
Excuse me, thank you.
We've made some
Too much
changes
festive
to
cheer over in the corner.
the compendium as well, which we hope will help to encourage some other monsters too.
Like giants.
And just level out
Level 4 Walk My Dragons.
level out one or two of those small areas where things were potentially a little bit beyond the pale of silliness. But it's been a huge response again. Lots of people being really lovely and lots of really constructive feedback this time as well, which is good. So we will have by now released an updated version, which will be will have
the
been
final
Friday.
version.
Which will be the final version,
Yeah.
which just tidies up one or two of those things. Triple Crown Dog, making lots of noise again.
A main point for me being the FAQ that we changed for the Burning Alignment and Deliverance of Itza for Croak, and for the Ancient Steg with Engine of the Gods.
That's
Is that where
Burning Alignment,
comes from?
Burning Alignment.
Yeah.
Ancient Steg Alignment.
Yeah. But we
It's
so
only
we
Croak.
FA yeah.
They all matter too, yeah.
Yes, that's true. But we changed the FAQ on them. Just to be a bit clearer, we just said treat them as hexes.
Because that's easier than
it's a lot easier
explaining
than
it.
explaining it, but it basically means they'd hit everyone in range no matter if arc, and it would hit you if you're in combat. However, it was pointed out to me that it then means that Croak can't channel it through a skink, which is not what we intended. So I'm going to come up with some wording that basically means
You can do it.
You can channel it through a skink. It hits everyone in range, no matter of arc, and it hits stuff in combat.
You still take the
That's
dubstep
going to be
skins.
the gist.
It will be the same as it's been. We've just tried to tidy up the wording
Yeah.
and call ourselves on the wording.
Yeah.
We've heard from a lot of you about round length times as well. So I think we should address the round length time in the room. And we've really heard it. We've really heard what you've said. And we have looked at what
Sorry, my hat's
is...
molting.
That's okay, don't worry. Mine, it's over for me, mate. I'll just wait till this camera's off.
Just saw
and
something falling. I was like, "What is
my
that?"
scalp
Oh, it's my
is
hat.
bleeding, and
Yeah.
someone's going to see a battle report that is next weekend where there's blood pouring from my head. But
It's ogre.
it's okay.
Not even ogres on the battle report.
No. So,
Would have been so much funnier.
but it could still be. It's not recorded yet. Yeah, we've heard you basically, and we've asked a lot of people. We've gone away. We've sent some emails. We've sent some messages to people that have come to the events year on year to try and get a better picture of how you guys are feeling. Now, obviously, we have to balance that against the physical hours we have available, because when you look at something like the GT, for example, there is a whole evening of food and entertainment that comes with that. And so we have to actually finish in sufficient time.
And when you look at Derby, obviously we're sort of a bit restricted around the venue's opening times as well.
But we are going to... So as it stands at the moment, we haven't, but will have probably spoken to
it'll
Derby by
be
the time this video comes
be
out.
in the new
So
version of the pack, which was released 2 days ago if you're watching this the day it came out.
yeah, so we're kind of... It's all forwards and backwards for us, but for you guys it makes loads of sense. But we are going to increase the round times to 2 hours 30. So we're going to stick that extra 15 minutes on that people have fed back to us. We do really appreciate the feedback. I think sometimes when you get into long conversations with stuff like this, we then go away and think about it. It might feel like we've not actually responded to any of you because we're not all together all the time.
Yeah.
Someone gives us a message at 11 o'clock on a Friday night. We're not. No offence to the Duke, he's lovely, but I'm not with him. I'm at home.
Only a few of us are awake at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
It's usually me, and I'm usually not the most social.
Yeah, I'm at home. I'm probably watching the end of the Celebrity Jungle with my missus, and I'm thinking about going to bed because I'm old.
I don't know what Scott does at 11 o'clock at night. He might feed his cat.
Probably
Scroll through my phone and answer all the messages on
post
Facebook.
messages on Facebook. Yeah. So, but either way,
I take this seriously.
you'll have seen. Okay.
That's some part-timers.
You'll have seen that that's changed. So thank you for your feedback, because it does help us to try and make the events better. And what we're going to do in conjunction with that is really communicate on the weekend about how the timings have now affected people's games. I think we've got to follow that up based on what you guys have said. So bit of column A, bit of column B, lovely jubbly. We have got then nothing else really that's social media related.
I was
but
going to
this
say, you've
was...
confused yourself now because you've put
No,
social media and news in
Well,
one
it's
sort of
because
segment.
they kind of tie up, because it was such a social media based thing that we got the feedback from. So
Just go to Warhammer News.
yeah, we are Warhammer newsing. So as always, Champions Destiny shout out, which is
Doesn't
where
that normally come in social media?
no, Warhammer news. I think it's because you get a lot of Warhammer news from Champions of Destiny.
Maybe.
This script hasn't changed. I mean, what's it going to matter? We're not going to do this again.
No, we're
So Champions
this
Destiny
month in
shout out.
Warhammer is dead. Long live this month in Warhammer.
Long live loose Warhammer. So, Champions of Destiny, as ever, is the 8th edition UK tournament page. If you pop Champions of Destiny 8th edition Warhammer into your Facebook search bar, you will find the group that Mark Pete started, and that is carefully curated by a whole legion of admins and people that really care
And me.
about Warhammer.
Stop
now.
pointing this way.
And me.
So go there. Even if you're not UK based, you can still see lots of really amazing stuff happening. But if you are UK based, events, that's where you're going to find your most information from.
Yeah, pretty much.
So very, very cool. Don't forget to head over to triplecrownwargaming.com if you haven't done it, and sign up as a knight errant. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
You get more stuff.
You do.
Don't know why you wouldn't do that.
You get to look at our cool website.
Yeah, and then you can spend $350 if you want, and bump that to a Knight of the Realm and access a couple hundred videos
Yeah.
for your
Just
perusal.
a few.
Christmas is coming. We all know
Just a
that
few.
some of you are going to be sitting in there waiting for the turkey, thinking, I don't want to be here.
I hate my family.
I'm going to put my phone on.
We all think it.
I'm going to put my phone on and
We all
watch
think
Max
it.
fail some leadership checks.
I was going back through some of the comments. I was watching the comments of the Skate versus a Dwarf one. I was there going, Max should never be allowed to roll leadership test. I was trying to think about what happened in that one. Oh yeah, help it's ran off the board, didn't they?
Yeah,
they did.
panicked.
Yeah, they did.
Panicked him off. Things
You can also watch
see.
me bumble
Beautiful.
through my. You can also watch me bumble my way through Magic and Mundane, because you know that's a fun thing I got to do every month.
There's loads of good stuff on there. 20 Nil
There's
Tactics
loads of
is
them
Don't
very,
want to know.
very well watched segment that you get access to up your Warhammer game. You get to hear the Duke talk about his top 5, everything, because apparently you're the only person anyone wants to hear from these days.
Not this month. Although,
Yeah,
no,
actually,
we'll
yes,
still
this
be-
month. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
this month.
You're still in.
But I didn't win the poll, so that's,
No,
I'm
that's
taking it
nice.
as a small win.
So yeah, lots to get involved with there. Don't know why you haven't signed up as a Knight of the Realm, but even if you don't want to, dip your toe in with a free Knight Errant. Why not?
Yeah.
See that the water was lovely.
Yeah, the water is good.
I'm also going to point out, because we were asked to point it out by Mark, who sent us the lovely dwarf
Oh,
pictures,
yes.
and it definitely wasn't a blackmail to make us mention this. Totally not. It's okay, Mark. Give me my children back.
Please don't hurt them.
You don't have any children.
It won't-
Whose children you got?
Please give me some children back. But yeah, head over to the 8th Edition for Life forum as well, EEFL. If you just pop that in Google, you can find it.
No, I didn't realise he ran it.
No, I don't think he does. He's just
Big
on there.
part of
He's
it.
active.
Oh, he's a big part. Okay.
Yeah, it's just active guy in the community there. He said himself forums are, from sort of 20 years ago. But people still use it. It is
Some
still,
people do, yeah.
Yeah, it's still active.
There's still value.
I made sure I put our post on there about the new comp pack yesterday for us now, but about a week ago for you.
And you'll have another
and
post
you'll have another one from a couple of days ago.
The
yeah.
EFL has like all the FAQs and everything on it.
It does, yeah, it does. I need to get my head around how to, work my way through the forum and find all the different things, but it does have all the FAQs and stuff, the sort of latest FAQs from GW. There's a base size chart as well, which is helpful.
There is.
Yeah, that is useful.
Although it did lie to me, it said Giants were on 50 by 100s, and they're not. They're on
To
50
be
by 75s.
completely honest, I've always thought they were on 50 by 100s.
Yeah, that's how I-
Again, thank you, social media related things.
Thanks,
was,
Charlie
was
Hart.
that Charlie Hart?
It
Yeah,
was.
thanks, Charlie.
You can put it on 50 by 75s, don't worry about
Who
it.
was like, it's got a sculpted 50 by 75, and I said to you in the car, I was like, do you know Giants were on 50 by 75? He's like, they are not. And then we're looking through the pictures.
Actually, yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, fair play.
Thanks, Chaz.
But yeah, just wanted to mention the EFL as well. That's for
Yeah.
you, Mark.
Check it out, it's very cool actually.
Please give him our children back.
And
By children, you mean your cat.
already mentioned
Hit the
the
cat.
Triple Crown
Oh,
Wargaming
no.
Grand Tournament, which is going to be on the 13th and 14th of May 2023. It is back where?
St Giles Banqueting Hall in Colchester.
5 minutes down the road.
For
Wow.
you, yeah.
20-minute
A little bit
walk.
longer for us.
It feels like a long walk on the Sunday morning.
Yeah.
That's because you're hungover.
Yes.
Severely.
that is true. Tickets went on sale yesterday. Obviously, right now, we don't know if they've sold out or not
Because they're not on sale.
They're actually
for
not
another
gone
week.
on sale for another week for us. But the updated pack will have come out on Friday. There's very rarely we change it in the updated pack. There's a little small change
the
to
base
some
size for
FAQ
Giants
wording.
will be changed.
There's change to base size and there's change to the round lengths this year.
Yeah,
but as
that'll
it
be-
stands,
that'll
don't
be
think
it.
there'll be anything else that you'll.
I already
see.
updated the spelling on the Mastering of Groth one eye. Because it's Groth, not Grotch.
Did you put grotch?
I put Grotch. Groth.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I think on certain army building apps it's Grotch.
It's 100%
Why would it
Groth.
be grotch? I've always known it as groth.
Well, someone told me Grotch, because that's why I typed
I believe there's probably this
I mean,
guy.
to be fair, at one point it was growth.
It was. That was all taken. But it was Growth.
So,
It was Growth.
I even meant I think autocorrect has defeated us on our writing of this. So yeah,
It is, yes, it's a -1 for the rune of Groth, one eye.
if it has sold out in the last couple of years, it's been incredibly popular because you guys are such amazing supporters of us. We are not worthy. We are not worthy. If you get that 90s reference, you're cool. Don't let anyone tell you any different.
See, Max is so just sort of unimpressed by that.
Because he's
yawning
not cool.
Because he's not
the
talking to the
obvious,
wall
yeah.
yet.
The wall's telling me good, very good story.
Okay, the wall is clearly his cursling, if you will.
Yeah.
The
wall is
and
glitched.
I would suggest that Max looks more like the new model than the old one.
Yeah.
Maxie's brother, on the other hand,
He called me thin.
huge,
Oh.
big man.
I'll put
So-
6 feet under. I always tell him so. It's on the internet now. It's on the internet.
internet now. So
Yeah, that death threat to your brother's on the internet now.
excellent. What a great choice. Thanks.
I think I've got to point out that legally, so I'm not going to kill my brother.
Yeah. So we are
Good.
really looking
Ah,
forward to the event. To get us just remotely back on track for a second.
Back to Warhammer.
We can't wait. Hopefully, you guys that wanted tickets have managed to get them. If it has sold out, thank you so much. If it hasn't, there might be a couple of tickets left for the general release, which will be at 7 o'clock tonight.
Yes, Sunday the 5th?
I want to say 4th.
Yeah, because
Sunday the
it's our weekend away.
So yeah,
it's
very
4th.
very cool. Can't wait. Thank you all for all your support as ever. Busting a gut to get back for some big Warhammer quiz.
Yeah.
More on this all later.
You got to write the new question.
Can't
Am I
wait.
doing it or are you doing this?
No, I'll do it. Sorry.
I don't get to do anything.
You get to get Magic in the Mundane.
I
isn't it?
just,
All the
I
editing.
just have to do all that fun stuff.
All the editing.
Actually,
you enjoy the
just to
editing.
touch in, we have had some other feedback about us
Was it that 8th ball wasn't hard enough?
reminding us that there are some people that would really like to see maybe something around Christmas time as an event. We are hearing you. We have talked about doing some one day stuff. Trying to make this work at the moment is still very much on our agenda. So please bear with us, but we haven't forgotten you guys that have asked us for one days or for another event. But there are lots of things happening. Not seen yet, but often there'll be a bit of a get together over Christmas at Warhammer World for lots of the community. That generally comes
happened last year.
through Champions of Destiny. I think it happened the year before as well. Actually. No, because the year before that it would have been the not COVID years it's happened. So if that is happening, I'm sure some of us will do our very best to attend. If I can, I certainly will. I don't know about yourself or you, but
just depend on days and
days
work and things.
work,
But
yeah. Cool. But Cardiff Crusade, they obviously had their event last month.
2 weeks ago.
Still last month though, November.
It
It's
just
now
it just
December.
comes out in December.
Yeah,
And they are now looking at March next year for an
Yeah.
event of some description. I know there's at the time of filming this, there's the weekend's not been kind of finalised yet, but
it's
March time is.
started April. I think it's moved around.
Yeah,
a bit,
so
but
they're
it's
just
around-
trying to find the right
around
one.
March.
So if you enjoyed that event last year, or if you think you'd like to head out to Cardiff to give it a try, I don't know whether they'll be using a version of the Triple Crown Wargaming pack again. I don't know if they'll do something very different. Can't give you a lot, but just telling you that it's on the horizon for them. How did you guys fare, and how did you?
My
enjoy
day
your
one was
weekend?
great. I should have gone home after day one.
No, good.
My day one was fantastic. Well, I say fantastic. It was solid. I was third going into day two.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I should have just gone home.
Yeah.
Yeah, would have gone a lot better for me.
I mean, you probably couldn't have. You wouldn't have ended up lower down the finish though. Like if you'd have
Only
gone home.
just. Very marginally. But no, I think I finished
You finished 14th.
14th.
Yeah, because you're one place
One
above
place
me.
above max. Out of 34 or 36, something like that.
You took
Mid-thirties.
quite a different list though, didn't you?
I
to be
did,
fair?
I did. And basically I came undone against Light Council Empire.
Tough.
Very similar to your list, what you took to North of Embers with 500 points out of it. Because that was 3k, wasn't it? North
Got it
Embers.
back, yeah.
So no great swords, but 2 units of demis, big block halberdiers, war wagon, level 4 light, level 1 on light, BSB, steam tank, Luminarch, 2
Was
units
it
of
a
5
Hurricanum
knights.
or a Luminarch?
Sorry, Hurricanum. And 2 units of 5 normal knights.
Yeah, so he used the knights as nillers to be
Just a
redirectors,
sort of
chaff
chaffy,
type things,
yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
this is what your opponent used that you
Yes.
cut my stuff
Yeah,
against,
yeah.
because obviously we haven't necessarily said what you were using.
Did we not go through that before?
No.
I don't think
Oh,
we
we're
have.
not. Oh, I was using vampires, Manfred, 17 hex wraiths, 2 unit 10, unit 7. Some Vargas, Vargulf, big block of zombies, big block of skillies, small block of zombies, 3 units of dogs, second level 4 and level 1. I think that's my list.
You're quite magic heavy.
Very magic heavy, very hex wraith heavy, which is fantastic unless you come up against, say, I don't know, banishment twice,
Yeah, twice. That's tough.
which hits you 3d6 times and kills you on 2.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, not great. It was going okay, to be fair, it was going okay, and then Manfred misfired a Purple Sun. Miscast it and misfired. The miscast was fine. The misfire killed 7 of 8 hex wraiths that it hit, which hurt.
Yeah,
Which
that will hurt.
The Vargulf did surprisingly well against the steam tank, though, to be fair. surprisingly well. Got charged by the steam tank and took 2 or 3 wounds from its impact hits, but also got charged by some archers because they had to get out of the way of the steam tank. And
butchered the archers.
they've absolutely butchered them, yeah. Unsurprisingly, so like only
You
so
didn't
I
lose the
won combat,
Yeah.
which meant I didn't crumble, and then chipped a wound off the steam tank as well, I think.
Man.
So yeah, he did really solid actually, but yeah, the magic massively let me down there, and yeah, that was a big loss for me in the end. That was a 20-0. Manfred got what killed him? I think it was a spell. I think he got shemmed or banished at the last turn. He got hit by a cannon. Actually, no, the cannon killed him. He got hit by a shems or a banishment, which took 4 of his 5 wounds, and then the cannon hit.
Yeah,
I was
the
like, well, he's
basically
dead.
killed him, yeah.
Yeah, so that didn't go well. And then my last game was against Drew with his Bretonians. I'd also played Bretonians game 1 against Dave, which was an 11-9 loss. So a small loss, very close, and I was very unlucky. There's a few things that could have swung it the other way. But against Drew, Manfred on his 5th miscast of the weekend. The other 4 had all been rolled a 7. Everyone in base contact takes hit. Obviously, no one's in base contact.
Nice
he
when
doesn't
you're
care.
flying around on your own.
Yeah, obviously the 5th one was a 4, and he went down the hole. Not good.
Smacks wrecking the
Yeah,
studio
saw
wall,
that.
literally kicking stuff for it.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, so he went down the hole. Turn like 3.
Yeah, that's tough.
Not great. Did my best with the Hex Wraith. Made a bit of a mistake as well, actually, and got caught out by some Ground Knights. Drew was using 2 units of 3 Ground Knights, which was a bit interesting. I ran through the first unit, and they didn't.
Did
do
you run
anything.
through like 17 guys?
10. Just 10. The other 7 might have run through some yeomen. Can't remember. But yeah, basically got sort of didn't expect him to overrun into the Vargolf, and then didn't expect the Vargolf to lose in 1 round of combat. But
Yeah.
both happened, so which meant he could turn around and then charge the rear of my Hex Wraiths, my unit of 7 Hex Wraiths. Next turn, I got very lucky. He killed 4, I think. I had 3 left. He killed 4 with his attacks, obviously being magical, being a Ground Knight, and I was lucky enough to kill both of the remaining 2 Ground Knights, which meant that I didn't crumble to death, so I still had the 3 Hex Wraiths.
couple,
But
yeah.
then Manfred died, so they couldn't march. Both units did surpass their leadership 5 crumble test
Wow.
though. Yeah,
Good man.
but they can march, and he had the Green Knight, which was really good for him because it just meant I couldn't go anywhere and like be safe from the Green
Yeah,
Knight.
he
Now I
definitely
couldn't
had a
march.
list that was tough for you, didn't he? With the amount
Yeah,
of
it was
magical
very
attacks?
hard. It was very hard. I just didn't manage to get the Hex Wraiths into the Lances or the Dragon that he also had. He had a young Fire Dragon.
Okay.
So not a great dragon. It was only like the 5's dragon, but without the marching Hex Wraith, I just couldn't catch it.
Yeah,
with
that's what
anything
you're saying, yeah.
important.
Excuse me.
It was a good game though. It was a very good game. It was just Manfred fell down a hole and it all sort of went downhill from there for
All went a
me.
bit wrong.
Which is a 16-4. I got 4 points out of it.
Tough.
Yeah, very hard. Very hard.
But overall, enjoyed your weekend?
Yeah. So he came 14th. Did very good on day 1. Got a 20 and a 19 and that 11-9 loss. Yeah, had some good games.
And how about yourself, Mr. Chieftain?
I
You took right out of the gimmick, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's 50% Lords and Heroes, in
Yeah.
case you don't know. I'm sure lots did. I just couldn't attend with my work schedule.
I
But
took 3 Bloodthirsters and filler.
Filler.
There's 1,450 points. Oh, no, 1,250 points of Bloodthirsters.
Yeah.
Mad.
And 1,250 points of something else.
well, 2 Skull Cannons and filler.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I do like to Fina though. Is I only won 2 games. I won through 2 out of 5 games and lost the other 3, and only come 1 place below him. Because
Ouch.
Yeah, but I did that as well.
He had a bigger plus.
I
you drew
won
one.
2. No,
Did
I
you?
didn't.
I did.
Oh, no, you didn't. Did
No,
you?
no, I got 11.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
fair play. I
yeah,
thought you
yeah,
won.
yeah.
I thought you won 3 and lost.
No,
3.
no.
No.
Yeah, but the 2 games I won 20-0. So,
Big win.
Which is that sort of list, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's either all in
Wins
or
big,
all out.
loses big.
Yeah.
yeah, I lost some Dark Elves at the beginning because I lost 3 units my turn 1. I went first. I lost 2 of them turn 1.
Jeez.
The Blood Crusher blew themselves up on the deep Rain of Chaos.
Ah.
And the Skull Cannon blew itself up in the shoot phase.
Fantastic.
And the other Skull Cannon took 4 wounds from a Doom Bolt and failed 4 Warzones.
Ooh.
Ooh, right.
Ouch.
That died.
Yeah,
So-
5 up armour against them as well.
Yeah, I know.
5 up, 5 up.
Yeah.
5 up 4 up, he was plus on ward.
Oh, yeah.
Magic Race 1,
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow, you
lost.
cannot roll dice.
You
Nope.
can't roll dice.
Jeez.
No. Game 2, just Techless took a Bloodthirst return.
How?
I'm still very impressed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, we need to talk about that. I don't understand. I know who you played, and he's very, very good. I should stress he's a great player.
Banishment, mate. That's what it was.
Yeah, but why are you not in combat?
Yeah.
You can't be banished.
Can't banish if you're in combat.
You can if they hide in the corner.
No, you can't.
No, if they hide in the corner and it's got like a 24-inch range.
Yeah, but you're in combat.
Banishment's got 48 actually.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. You should be in combat.
Not by turn, not by like turn 2 maybe,
I
but
don't know, I would have. Yeah.
So he kills one bloodthirster, 2 if he goes first.
yeah.
Then the third one's in combat and ripping Teclis in half.
No, he's not because he's got a board.
Ah, yeah, probably.
He's in combat with anything
I can't
but
anything
Teclis.
but-
I
Yeah,
can't
ripping
deal
him
with that
apart.
unit.
No, who cares?
Yeah, so you just ignore it.
Game 3,
Anyway.
game 3 I played Smokes and Goblins, which had like 16 trolls.
Yeah, I played him in game 2 actually.
Yeah, very nice guy.
Did not have a great weekend against Triple Crown, did he?
Nah, he did
A
not.
good game and so on. The 16 trolls are quite scary.
They were quite scary for me until I purple summoned them.
Yeah, well, that will do. I don't have that. I don't have the luxury of Magic Phase.
I had Hex Rapes as well, they were also
Yeah.
very good for trial.
And then the Bloodthirst just tried to rip it.
He's past sneezing on that.
I had a 2 Bloodthirsts in combat with like 60 goblins, and 1 Bloodthirst just decided to tear off the head of a BSB, a Warboss, and a Shaman.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's starting combat. And then game 4, I played a Gelt list, the Gelt Empire. I won that 20-0. As against his name is Gerrans, but he'd like to be called Grunt.
Grunt. Legend.
Nice guy. He got unlucky with Balthazar. He put him in a position in which I beat up some handgunners and turned to face him and chased him down off the board.
Oh, that's tough. Yeah, that's the only risk in it when you got those sort of mobile characters. You've only got to make one error and they can get caught out.
There's that, and then game 5, I played Ogres, and he made 4 10-inch charges turn 1.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
It's big for the ogres as well with the extra impact.
Could you have made those 11-inch charges so you couldn't make them?
Or maybe 12.5-inch charges so you can make them.
No, you want him to try.
No. He
Really hard.
He was like 17 inches away. 16, 17
Yeah,
inches away.
but you just increase it by like another inch or 2.
I played it big. I didn't think it was going to make the charges.
I mean, to be fair,
You're
I would have
right.
done the same. You had a list that was risk reward, so
Yeah.
and in that game,
The one of Bloodthirst got killed by the blast effect of a Thunder Tusk shooting attack. The strength 3.
Serious?
Yeah.
Oh wow, you cannot rob that.
Nope.
5 armor save. 5
I did
steaming.
I did turn 1. He shot his Iron Blaster at one of my Skull Cannons. Did 3 wounds to it. The Skull Cannon turned around. I gave your Iron Blaster. 5 wounds. The other Skull Cannon turned face to Fun Task and did 5 wounds to that as well.
Wow.
But I rolled a 6 on the amount of wounds for the Iron
Ah,
Blaster.
just
I only got
livid.
5.
And
Yeah.
5 on the Fun Task. I was like, that's upsetting.
It's not like the Thunder Tusk did anything, though.
No, he did not. Yeah. I did have 2 Bloodthirsts in a unit, just regular ogres, and he did like, I don't know, 12 wounds, 14 wounds.
Put on my shot face.
Yeah.
Good weekend, though?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun just to use 3 Bloodthirsters. It's not good. I had people come to me, oh, why are you down here? It's like the Uber filth. I'm like, it's not the Uber filth.
I have no wizards, sir. I have 14-point core infantry that kill nothing.
Yeah, they're saying that. The Bloodletters didn't kill anything in that game, to be honest.
No, people said they're rubbish.
I had
I
a
can't even kill him blow anything in that game.
in the what was it against the Empire?
Max, they're trash.
Stop trying.
I'm trying to think of funny moments happen against the Empire. They managed to make like an 11-inch charge against some Pistoliers.
I'm so sorry I got such an itchy back.
They made 11-inch charge
Did
against.
they kill the Pistoliers?
Yes.
Oh, good. Good.
I mean, they did outnumber the Pistoliers 4-1.
Yes,
The
but they are
Bloodthirster
rubber.
charged the full unit. I'm sorry, Graham. It happened. It was quite funny for it that happened. Bloodthirster charged like a full strength unit of great swords, and then they failed their break test and ran them down.
Oh, that is rough.
That is tough.
Yeah.
Did they have a captain in there as well?
No, no captain.
That's tough.
Yeah,
The
that-
captain's massively helpful.
Yeah.
He had what was his general? His general was a Templar Grandmaster Runefang OTS,
Yeah, great choice.
who
Really scary for demons.
Yeah.
He charged out of the unit of the night bus he was in into like the last Blood Crusher, which was the mission he had to kill scoring units.
Yeah.
He charged out, he killed the Blood Crusher, obviously, because it's a scoring unit. Turn around, start running back towards his unit knights. The Skull Cannon turned around and went, hi. Did 2 wounds.
Oh,
He got back into the knight unit, and then 2 Bloodthirsters charged that unit, and one of them tore his head off
yeah.
before he attacked. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
with 2 wounds, he definitely
Yeah.
would have. If he'd had 3, he might have lived because he's got 1 up, hasn't he?
And I managed the game. I won the game. The game was a 20-0 in that one. It was like 20-0 by 43 points.
Oh, that's a tight one.
I got the 20-0 on like it was like literally the last dice rolls of the game because it was his armor saves for his knight unit, which was one of his scoring. It's like picked,
Oh.
and he lost both the last
It's
nights
a
on the
big swing in
last
points
die.
as well.
Yeah, it was like 800 point swing.
Oh,
Wow.
Because it was unit nights with like 300 and 500 for the mission. Because
Yeah.
I got
Wow.
missions.
Wow.
I scored like 3 out of 5 missions that weekend. I won.
Pretty good.
When you're aggressive though, you can score like that.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I had a good weekend. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people. There's a lot of skewed lists. Mark Finlay, you're a hero.
Not the hero we deserve.
Which is weird because was it like 2 or 3 out of the games two or 3 out of the 5 games we played on tables next to each other. So one day you're like five Phoenix and the other day you had 3 Bloodthirsters.
If only you'd have played each other.
I
Can you
think
imagine?
It does show again though that the balance lists are still probably the
Yeah,
way
I must.
to go.
I must
you know,
say, I do think I would have done a lot better if I'd taken just my regular competitive army.
Yeah.
I think I'd have done better if I'd have taken Scott Reed's list.
Yeah, you did. I can't believe you didn't think of it.
I know, it blows my mind that I love the quad scream and I just
Yeah, he
did
took-
not think of it
Just
at
left your
all.
brain,
Scott
yeah.
Reed took the quad screen with
Manfred.
With Manfred.
Flying Manfred.
And we love Scott as well. He's a
And he
legend.
tries to say that, I wanted to take 4 Terrorgeist, 5 Screams. I just couldn't get the old Terrorgeist painted. We know you did it to get Best Vampire, Scott. We know. Okay? There's none of this, I wanted to take... No.
Just
You
had
were
to
going
take the
uber
level
filth,
4 with
uber
magic
filth.
filth.
Lawmaster Vampires Death level 4, flying around with your 4 Screams. We know.
With
know,
your
Scott.
screen.
We
Not
know.
that he's took it personally, Scott.
Not at all.
They using good stead.
Do you know what I will say for Scott? He was 1 place behind me at the first Cardiff Crusade, so I think I snipped Best Vampires off him by about 2 points. So you know what? He kind of deserves it. I think he deserved it, mate.
It was a good competition between the 2 of you on
Day one, yeah. It was. Not so much day 2.
Day 2
Battle
came
of
around.
Scott.
Yeah, day 2, Scott got a 20-0 Sunday morning, and I got 20-0. So that
Yeah.
sort of skewed it a bit.
Yeah, I can see the gulf opening up there.
I needed
Just
him
40
to,
points.
I needed
between you.
him to beat him by like 17 points in the last game or something to get
Wow.
those vamps, which quite a lot.
He's good though.
Shall
He's
we
really
continue?
good.
Because we've gone on a massive tangent there.
Event-wise, Plunder Illustria has been rescheduled for early next year. Please check out Box of Frogs events
I thought I saw it
on
cancelled.
Facebook.
No.
They've rescheduled.
Yeah,
It's
the-
cancelled, but it's being
Oh,
moved.
so I got a notification it had been cancelled.
Yeah.
The Facebook event got cancelled, so
Cancelled.
they did a
Okay.
post that just said it's being
It's being
rescheduled.
rescheduled. So look out for that. We will have a guest on this
We will?
on Loose
I was
Warhammer.
going to say, it won't be on this month in
It
Warhammer.
won't. It's over. Long
It's
live Loose
ogre.
Warhammer. Yeah, so
Stop
we
it.
will have a guest on Loose Warhammer. I hope. We're aiming for a guest on the inaugural
The inaugural.
Loose Warhammer.
It's just be your mother.
Could be my mum. We might bring my mum on.
Could be the dog.
I think you'll. Oh, we could bring the dog on.
Just have
We
him sit on
could
a
bring
chair.
the dog
Just
on.
have him sit on a
He'll be
chair.
here for about 4 seconds
Yeah.
before he tries to eat something.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
might bring the dog on.
Briefly.
Please in the comments tell us if you want us to let the dog appear on the first episode of Loose Warhammer.
The dog who barks in most of our videos.
Yeah, he's gonna
You
cause.
hear him in the background.
He's gonna cause audio issues. But
I mean,
if you'd like,
if he barked in this room,
Yeah.
oh yeah, if you'd like to see the dog enter the studio for the first episode of Loose Warhammer for a short period,
Short period.
please
He won't be there for
let
the whole
us
thing.
know in the comments
the
because
president pooch.
I'd love to have him. He's great. I love that dog. He's like my son. So yes, but we will probably have a guest for that instalment. I know quite a lot of people are keen, so I'm sure someone will want to show up. I hope. I think that's it. I think that's news, social media. We've even done a bit of Cardiff Crusade chat as well. Sorry I couldn't get there, lads. I would love to have come with you guys for the weekend. Just life is a horrible thing. So big discussion. I know what you're thinking. What? We're not there yet. We're not. It is a very Triple Crown Christmas. So very similar to last year. I think it's nice to start by saying thanks.
Yeah.
To the huge volume of support we've had this year.
Don't mind me.
From the community, not just on the channel, but at our events, and when we see you at other events. Some really nice highlights for me personally this year. North Remembers was bigger because can I put the crown on top of the hat?
No.
I feel like it looked quite good.
No,
Let's do that.
he wore the crown last week.
I did put the crown on. I've been trying to use the crown more because Tim complains that I don't wear the crowns a sufficient amount. King of Christmas now.
King
so
crown.
it actually looks quite good.
It does
It's giving
actually,
it like a
look
little
at that.
fluffy bottom,
Yeah,
isn't it? Like a
it looks
proper
quite
crown.
good. Yeah.
Thanks, Tim. So yes, so
Even more uncomfortable now, isn't it?
yes, it's awful. But yeah, no, that was a lovely, an amazing event for me personally. But what was so nice was when
Because he won.
Well, when I...
No. Right, just move on to the next point. Let's go on.
What was-
That's the only reason.
What was so nice was
But I won.
when I won, the
Everyone
amount...
clapped. All my subjects clapped.
Oh, I'm trying so hard. What was so nice was that so many of you guys that watch our channel and that come to our events
Pretended to be happy.
were genuinely made up for me. Came and spoke to me really lovely about it. So I wanted to thank all of you for that, because that made that event... It's lovely when you win, but it's really nice to have such...
Can't polish friends.
Can't polish friends. Can't polish this crown.
I got to polish Larry and beef on that event.
But yeah, no, certainly that was really lovely for me to see like such genuine like support for that. So thank you. That was really cool. That was probably my highlight of the year for my hobby actually. In that regard, I just think it's really nice how much support we get, and it still kind of blows my mind sometimes how lovely people are about the channel or about our videos. So thank you is all I wanted to say. If you guys want to add or do any more.
Well, I got very emotional when you finally got to your point.
Yeah, thank you. I was trying to get there, but between Crown, Gate and subjects, we had some issues.
That event was the first event at which I can remember meeting Rob Nixon, you know, the guy who sells me all of his models.
Friend of the channel.
Rob Nixon at that event made my weekend.
I can't remember if I've actually met before. My memory of people was bad sometimes.
I met him at Cardiff, the first Cardiff we went to.
Okay, so he was there. I didn't
He was
play
there.
him.
No.
Yeah, that's before Rob sold me a lot of models.
Yeah, that's the first level 4 Beastman Wizard I've ever killing blowed with a Witch Hunter.
Rob, you're a hero.
Rob, you are
Didn't
my
you Tank
hero.
also survive a pit of shades?
No.
died, so-
No, he made it initiative 1 and then Peter Shades did.
What?
I was like, because it's initiative 3, so 50% of the time it survives every time. And I was like, yeah, that's a really great move. I rolled the dice and rolled a 6, so realistically, he
There was
wasted,
no need.
wasted the Malakoffs. He would have died. It would have died if it was
killed a
initiative
vampire
10.
lord.
Yeah.
He could have bloodthirster.
Yeah. But really funny. No, it was a really funny game. He literally did that, I think, turn 2. And I just went, oh. He's dead.
In revenge, and then killing blows as a heretic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Heretic Beast Wizard. And that was a really cool game. My Knights had a bit of a... That was my 12-inch overrun. I'll risk it for a chocolate biscuit. Because you're going to charge me or I'm going to charge you. I might as well give it a go. Double 60 overrun. Oh! Yeah, there was a lot of shouting in that game. Loved it. Great. So good. I really hope that Tim has sort of intimated he might put an event on early next year.
I hope so.
I'd love to go back for that again.
Because there's less and less events for us to go to.
Yeah, I'd love to go back for that.
Yeah, would definitely be up for that.
Whereabouts in this are we, the discussion?
We're right at the beginning. Just
Okay.
if anyone wanted to say anything nice to the people at home for being
Thank you,
amazing.
and sorry that you've got to put up with him wearing a crown.
And putting up with us in general, yeah. Cheers for
well,
that.
Yeah, and that.
Because you know, we know
Talking to the wall.
we know we're hard work sometimes.
my pop culture references. Because I'm
Excellent.
down with the kids.
Okay.
Okay.
How long ago did that movie come out?
2004. So...
Nearly 20 years ago.
18
Suffice to say, not pop culture.
No.
Sorry, no, not 2004, 2005.
Retro.
Yeah.
There you.
You're basically retro at
Yes.
this point.
I'll put the video on YouTube again. We'll watch it again. Do not want.
Do not want. Okay, so as we did last year, we might do some hobby pledges for next year, and you'll probably be able to track some of those through Loose Warhammer
Warhammer, yeah.
now. Hobby pledge wise,
I
how
started
did we get on this year's?
I painted a lot. Not a lot of what I said I was going to paint,
Yeah,
but I painted a lot.
There was some specifics that you said about the Empire.
So I said I'd get 5,000 point Empire army painted. I've got about 11 or 1,200 points of Empire painted. It's not a legal army. It might be a legal army actually. I've got a lot of spearmen painted.
20.
Might be a legal army. But yeah, about 22%.
Stretching for those, clutching for those extra couple of percent.
But I have got sort of, if I look across everything I've painted, if I just painted Empire sort of and painted the equivalent points, I've got about 4,600 points painted this year. Most of that is vampires, bit of demons, bit of Empire. So I've painted a lot, just not necessarily what I said I'd paint.
Excellent.
Mm.
Pledge
Not
for
right.
next year, going to be a little less descript, a little less
10,000
specific.
points of Empire?
What do I do? Just point out, very, very nonchalant, just very...
Just buy less, paint more.
Buy less, paint more is the safe
I
one.
don't think I can paint more.
I did.
You did quite well this year.
I've played a lot this year.
Yeah, I've played a lot.
Played a lot of vampires.
All the wrong things.
Yes. I would like to get...
Oh, wait, write us down, boys. Write us down. Quick, write us down!
I'd like to get a 2,500 point Dark Elf army done.
Right, so would I.
That's not
Not
going to
gonna
stay. And
Don't want to win.
And I would like to get, let's say, 1,000 more points of ogres painted.
Oh wow, okay.
Because I've not added to my ogres for a long time, and I've got a lot of them.
Sometimes you
About
look
10
back
models.
on an army like that, don't you, and go
Yeah, it's
like,
about
you
10
know
models.
what, I really have got tons I haven't done. But yeah, it is about 10
I've got all the man-eaters, I've got at least one Thunder Tusk and Stonehorn, I've got another cannon, I might have another 2 cannons, I've got Giant, at least one of them, I've got loads of balls, I've got some characters, there's loads of stuff.
You could do a bone grinder as well.
I could do it.
Do you know what the giant I really wish they brought back? I don't know if there was an actual model conversion. There was one where like a cauldron on its head with the horn poking through a hole. I remember that being a model somewhere.
No,
Oh, I don't.
In the book
I think you
before,
made that up, mate.
in the book before the current one, there was a model. There was a model like that in there.
Do you know what you could do though with that? You know they've got that like ogre like more pot thing now. You could
do
strap that to a belly of an ogre and give him like
Yeah.
a chef's hat. You know, like a cooking
So, right.
a cooking giant.
So
That'd
the-
be well cool.
The reverse scrag.
The reverse scrap.
Yeah, strap it to his chest. He's the cooking giant, and when he picks up and puts it in bag, it's actually pick up and put in cauldron.
Put in pot.
Tell me that does not excite you as an idea.
So rather than eat,
Pick up and put in pot.
So rather than eat, he stews.
Yeah. He just drinks. He's got no teeth. He just drinks.
Do you want to make this? Do you want to make this stew quite nice? Potatoes, taters.
But as I've only got these cold-blooded lizard men here, I have to make do.
Yeah, I guess these will have to be.
What lizard men, tyrant?
I can't deal with you. I'm gone. I can't deal with it.
Oh, that was really good. What's lizard men, tyrant?
Unbelievable.
Brilliant.
Unbelievable.
Ooh, I'm having a good time.
Oh dear.
So well, you've heard
Fred-
it here first. Cauldron giant, the chef giant.
No.
Michael
1,000
Giant.
points. 1,000 more points.
Might be a giant.
That's it. I'm actually leaving the room now. I'm gone. You hear the door. I'm gone.
Oh, he could be Hugh Fernley Whitting's tall.
I'll come back.
Other chefs are available. We'll try and think of some more funny ones. That was very good.
The only one I could think of is called Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, see, more beastman-y
yeah,
though,
more
isn't it?
beastman.
Rather than ogre-y.
Hugh Fernley Whitting's tall. That's quite good.
Yeah, because I thought I was there with that one. Yeah, I thought I was on message, if you will.
I do like Michael P. Giant though.
You're making me cough as well.
Oh, come back. We need you to lock in your pledge.
Yeah, come and lock in your pledge. He's
Scott.
literally left the studio. guys.
Yeah, I don't know where he
I think we've actually broken him. Amazingly.
Scott! There
Right,
he
you're
is.
finished. Are you done now?
Don't
the
set
dog's,
the dog
dog's
off.
going off.
Well, this is.
I'm not having Hugh Fernley Whitting's tool. I'm not having it.
That was good. I like that
The
one.
door's not shut.
It
You
is.
shut.
Ah, didn't click. Oh dear. Alright, enough giant chef.
I will leave again.
Not come back.
Alright.
I will turn this studio around.
Just take a
I'll take the camera with me next time.
take a breather. Alright.
There's gonna be an ogre pun coming, and I'm not happy.
Would you like to lock in your pledge?
Yeah, I've said a 2,500 point Dark Elf army and 1,000 more points of ogres.
Locked.
Excellent. Max will put a padlock on the screen.
I won't because I don't know how to. I'm not that good of an editor.
Chieftain, what's the man with the plan? How did you get on this year? What was remind us of the pledge?
Buy less, pay more.
Buy less, paint more. And how would you were not going to buy armies though, were you? You were going to not buy. There was a specific number of armies you were not going to have purchased, as many as last year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which was 3.
3. And I think you've purchased 1.
Or it was 2 and you've purchased, one.
Yeah.
It was 2 I purchased one because I bought the Chaos Dwarves and I bought the Beastmen last year.
Okay.
And I bought Chaos Corn Demons this year. So I've achieved that so far. I've still got a month. These guys
You go foul.
These guys aren't helping me.
You go foul.
Scott's threatening to change the time on my laptop. So when it comes to
I
New
think
Year,
it's January
Yeah.
1st. Actually,
what's
it's-
with when I'm sitting up in my room because obviously I'm a loner. I don't
Yes, that's
socialise. No,
That's
when I sit in my room, I go, "Happy New Year!" My family goes to me, "You're an idiot, Max. It's 5 minutes." I'm like, Yeah, scouts.
Yes. Except I've actually changed it for like a week in the past, so it's actually Christmas Day and you're shouting Happy New Year and everyone's very confused.
That might just be the rum.
Yeah, they'll think it's that.
Yeah.
You are a raging alcoholic.
Okay.
But no,
But we are a family-friendly channel.
Yes.
So that's a lie.
Yeah, I put it out there. I'm not the raging alcoholic. I enjoy a tipple. Anyway,
I think you could do a giant riding an iron blaster.
I
He could be a chef on an iron blaster. And he could be Ainsley Chariot. But
I must admit, I want to throw my hands down. I like that one. That was quite good.
that was alright. Yeah.
My head's very. My head's
It
very.
wasn't the hardest one I've ever come up with, but.
I've just had like a bunch of pressure released in my head.
Yeah, because your head is humongous. That is a fact. He's got a massive head.
I now see clearly. The delusions have gone.
Back on village. So, plan? Man with the plan?
Think the plan.
You did well on the pledge, I thought.
Can I do the same pledge?
I thought you
What,
did
you're
very
going to
well
buy
on
no
your pledge.
armies next year?
No, there's
Oh,
no chance.
no.
That
You
is
can't
a
buy less.
lie.
Yeah, there's no way you'll buy less. You'll
No.
buy 2 or 3 next year because you've not.
You've got to make up for it.
Yeah, you'll be
I mean,
struggling.
I already bought two iron books, didn't I?
See.
So pledge next year. Paint more. I'll keep that part of the deal.
Okay.
To sweeten the pot, the chef pot.
Can you sort your basing out for us?
Yes, fine. I saw the Warrior Scouts base now. I want
The Beastmen.
The Beastmen are
The
fine.
Chaos Dwarves.
The Chaos I got. The Beastmen I think are
Chaos
fine.
Dwarves are not fine.
The Chaos Dwarves aren't fine. The Beastmen are fine.
Like they're mud with a bit of snow.
Yes.
Yeah, we can make that better.
The Beastmen are fine. I'm not changing that. I'm not having that.
We tried, guys. We're sorry.
The Warriors.
Just add little things, like you've done to the Razor Gore.
I didn't do anything to Razor Gore.
Yeah, you've added.
of broken
Oh, sorry.
stuff on there.
James added.
Yeah.
I actually added
broken
it.
scenery
He
and stuff.
supplied it.
Yeah.
I did it.
And you just maybe some thicker mud, maybe some
Yeah,
depth to the
Bit of
mud.
texture.
They'll be
Maybe
low.
there's levels to your mud.
They'll be lower. They'll
A
be
bit
lower.
like Joe Jonas. Levels. Don't worry, carry on.
No, that's beyond me.
Okay, don't worry. Guys on
The
call.
Beastmen are very low on that list in terms of base. And the Warriors, the Chaos Dwarves do. The Chaos Dwarves do decide.
Yes, they do.
They do.
They do
So-
desperately.
Oh, dude, the Warriors Chaos
There's
are
a
my
little
big.
piece of grit there. Excellent.
The Warriors Chaos are
Literally
probably on the
just
big
painted
one.
brown.
So it's like probably basing and painting. I want to continue. So I'm actually I don't get to do a lot of gaming these days. So hobbies had to take over my gaming lust at this point.
Yeah,
You know
gaming
what you could
is
do? Learn to drive. Drive yourself to play some games.
Yeah,
That'll-
well, it's also just trying to be social and actually organising games between people.
Well,
So
yeah,
don't
it
do
would help if.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah.
So do that. Probably paint more, base better, probably. So write this down here. So paint more, base better, buy 25-inch points
I'm
of
not
tiles.
telling me he hasn't got paper or a
No.
pen.
He's lost. He said it's gone.
This is the pressure again. It's the pressure in my head. I also want to buy the 25-inch points tiles, which I do want to do.
Which so you'll complete that part of your pledge on January the 1st,
Yeah,
approximately
100%.
10 past midnight.
No, because it's all, as I said, it's all that last.
Yeah, but you'll buy them.
I'll buy the files
Yeah.
and email some good friends of mine.
Yeah.
Maybe the ones that live so in the Wirral.
Yeah, perhaps. I want to get back up to see those guys actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
We are
high
being
off
requested up there.
the high off
And
army
would love to
is
go again.
is not. Well, I say it's not high off this day. It's a version of high off this day. It's
Yeah. Has it got phoenixes and the banner of the world dragon?
Yes.
It's half list.
So it's a version of it.
Covering it, yeah.
So it's sort of.
Flavour rest to taste.
And I have flavoured the taste. Its core is, I think it's like 15 Reavers and 26 Seaguard, which is 600.
Pretty standard half core then.
Yeah, the exact 627 points, is it? Or 27, yeah.
627 points. Prince on horse, Giant Blade,
Okay.
Giant Blade, and some other bits of it. I can't remember. It's been a while.
I'll
since I
talk
read
you through it.
Yeah. Prince Giant Blade, book higher on a horse.
Yeah.
Therefore higher. 2 princes, 1 with botwood, 1 with an ogre blade.
Mhm.
It's a lot of combat potential, and then 13 dragon princes
And some phoenixes.
and 2 phoenixes.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it's a bus. It's a Dragon Prince bus. I mean,
We're
you've got to have
talking-
a couple of heroes in there as well that go in the bus.
Yeah, it's two nobles.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a bus. Dragon Prince bus. It's strong.
Mm.
It's strong. It's totally missed by so many people. It's very capable of doing
2
a
up
lot of
armour,
damage.
6 up ward,
Which-
boost that were higher, banner of the
Yeah,
world dragon.
it's way better than a 6-up ward. As soon as you cast any
Yeah.
spell, it's amazing. 2 up against flaming.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, against magic.
This is
from the
quite
right
nice.
Horrible.
'Cause in that sort of army, I've not had to go. Oh, I have to buy this ward save. I have to buy the ward save because the dragon
No.
army gives you 6.
No, you
Yeah.
just get it all for free, mate. It's great.
Yeah, I was like, that's quite nice. So I can actually buy like the ogre blade. I can
Yeah.
buy the giant blade,
Blade,
which I've
yeah.
never bought the giant blade.
Welcome to the party, mate. It's amazing.
For. So I'm gonna buy that, but it's not gonna
Gonna
be.
love it.
James is gonna sell me some high off magic cards.
I
And some Seaguard.
Yes, he's not going to send me Seaguard.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to sell him a Seaguard.
You can keep your Seaguard. You can use all your Seaguard. Have your Lotham themed army.
I
Or
could
like
do
300 Seaguard.
I could do probably 4 Lotham themed armies with the amount of Seaguard I have.
So you need to dig out the Hive Magic cards and sell them to me.
Yeah, they come with Seaguard.
For free?
Yes.
Yeah,
But the
for
cards
free,
cost
but
like
the cards
50 quid.
cost like 60 quid.
Okay. Fair play. Fair play. So you need to dig those out and give. Are they in pack? Are they new in pack or something?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
Okay. Do you even know where they are?
Yeah, I'm
Are they in
pretty
like
sure
the
Packaged up
colour?
with Seaguards.
Yeah, they're in that little.
But I'd probably the majority of the army probably will be Last Sword, which I think are fantastic models. Like the Dragon Prince models are lovely. They come with that little Griff babies. I'm like,
Yeah.
that won't be any good.
Not a fan of the little Griff babies, but
No.
you've got to get the Reavers from somewhere else, haven't you? Because they don't do Reavers.
Look at buying for beginners. The Reavers on there
Yeah, I
were amazing.
can't
I
remember
spent
where they were
ages
from.
finding them. They were really nice.
Where they were from.
Yeah,
They
it's
were
gonna
nice.
be like it won't be like Games Workshop, because you can't buy all Games Workshop anymore.
You can't buy any of that, I don't think.
Phoenix is.
Phoenix is.
Yeah, that is literally it.
But I think Last Sword might do their own version of Phoenixes, which may be a bit. Maybe a little bit nicer. I can't.
I'm
It's
not
been,
sure that
it's
they
been, it's
do.
been
I
a while
don't
since
think
I've had a
they
look
do.
at anything.
No,
So I want
they
to get that, and then because I'm not limiting myself to buying less this year, what else do I want to buy? I want to increase my Chaos Dwarves, get SBS going, bit special beef
Special
services,
beef services, just in case anyone wanted to know what that was.
do beef swins.
Beef swins. There's going to be a lot of cows.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I won't spoil it for you.
I'll spoil it. Go on, I'll spoil it. It's going to be the Lord. It's going to be Lord and Cow and 2 cows and Ret. Monster Arcana.
I think you should definitely have bull centaurs as well.
Have you got some bull centers?
Yeah, I've got 5 and the Torok.
And then when you charge stuff with that, you can say don't have a cow man. They'll lose. It's great.
I'll leave
Cows-
again.
The cows filth.
Scott's
I will leave
temper
again.
is building.
Yeah, it's over for him. We've broken his spirit.
And then probably Zinch Demons as well.
Oh yeah, Big Bird. forgot
Sell
about
me your Kairos.
I need to dig him out. He comes with Zinch Demon Army as well.
How does he? Comes
that.
in the end.
That is a kick. That is really harsh because you are not going to use those.
So I need to get those. At that point, we'll have. I say we'll have all the demons armies going, but you won't have Slash going.
No.
Oh,
I'll have Michaels for a while.
Personal attacks, fine.
I'll say we'll have Michaels until May,
Probably.
in which we have to get back so you can play in the event.
Use it, yeah.
Yeah, unless you want some sooner. But again, massive shout out to the Duff Man. Thank
Yeah.
you, Michael
Yeah,
Duff,
thank you.
for lending us that beautiful Sinesh army that apparently
Sorry, James, lost with it.
my ability to pilot is
The
less than satisfactory.
Demons Slash never die. Only the players that use them. I'm sorry. But no, that's probably it. It's probably paint the base more and paint a 2,500 point high elf army, if I'm honest. Go from there. Maybe increase it, so I could get some white lines. Who knows? People always like white lines.
Just white lines, the
Yeah, I
fluffy
mean,
choice.
you will be making your army weaker, and I think I might have an Alariel you could buy as well.
I don't want Lariel. She can't go on a horse.
You do want Alariel.
She can't go on a horse.
Everyone wants Alariel.
She can't go, I every time I say she can't go on a horse.
Yeah, but just imagine Dragon Princes with a 4-up regen and a 2-up ward against Flaming.
What? Oh, maybe it's yeah,
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
yeah, you can get down to 3 at wall save, so the 4 region is not all great in the all the time.
Yeah, but you get down to a threat ward save if you cast 3 spells, or you have a 4-up regen all the time.
Well, the Dragon Princes are running away from us. She can't keep up.
So don't run them away from her.
You are aware of how Hammer and
You don't-
Alariel works, right? You pin it with Alariel and then you hit it in the side with the Dragon Princes.
Just because the Dragon Princes move 9 doesn't mean you have to move them 9 all the time.
That's not what I learned with my Bloodthirsters last week.
Yeah, and it was great.
How'd that turn out for you?
But no, so the certain one is paint more, base better, 25 points titles.
Okay.
Excellent. Good. I pledged Dwarves, didn't I? Dwarves was my pledge. I was going to sort out Dwarves.
Yeah, I think so.
And then, which I've done quite a bit of, actually. I've got, I've had 2 different 2,500 point lists on the channel.
You say 2 different. They weren't completely different. There was 400 points of difference.
A bit more than that. Because I had Belagar in one list and I had a regular Dwarf Lord in the other. Which was like 300 odd.
Yeah,
I included...
Yeah, but is he not the same model?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Belagar's on a
Oathstone.
Oathstone and my other guy's on Shields.
Oh,
One I used recently,
yeah.
Thangar Broadaxe is on Shields.
Yeah.
So I've done about 3,200.
Okay.
Because there's characters that dip in and out. Like, I had a lot
and
more
obviously
characters
the
in the
dragon
second list,
being
and
the big
the
one.
big dragon being like 400 points. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with them actually. The standard was high. I'd sort of really wanted to get dwarves on the channel this year, and I have. So yeah,
They're the last army, aren't they? To
yeah, they were the one that
find
we were sort of
themselves on
sticking
the
on
channel.
really, and so I was really pleased that it happened. It was a little slower than I'd hoped, but we got them on, and they've been on a couple of times now, 2 or 3.
Twice.
Oh, I have to get them back soon.
twice, I think. Yeah.
I have to get them back soon.
Well, no, yours have been on twice. We had Rob's on Take the Crown,
Oh yeah,
so I think dwarves have been on 3 times.
yeah. There you go. That's one.
How's the induction of pork impression?
It was.
It was. In which you just ignored all of the restrictions that Rob put on the game.
Yeah, I completely forgot.
But he didn't care because he fought all those pigs.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted. To be honest, I've had Matt, I've had Pascal this week when I'm playing the pigs.
Everyone wants to play the pigs
I don't know why people want to play the pigs.
because this little piggy went to market.
This little pig run over your army.
I played the pigs actually.
Did
It's
you?
not so
Piggy
long
killed
ago.
Teclis.
That little piggy did you? Oh yeah, the piggy killed Teclis. I played. We had a casual game, very
Yeah.
rare for us.
In Colchester.
Oh yeah, I used to combat dwarf army.
That didn't work well.
No artillery.
The pigs charged you 8 pigs charged 40 hammers. What happened there, guys?
The hammer is pigged out. Trust me.
Yeah. But no, I did pig dart Teclis, which was quite funny because he
I'm still not over.
No.
Just not using my lore attribute. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
no, because he had ruined my game that entire day.
Yeah, and one mistake, so annoying. That's such a great game for me. So yes, pledges. It's really hard for me this year because, like I said to you guys earlier, I'm just so in a funk. It's not like there's so much on my table that I keep looking at and thinking, quite tempted to try and do something Orcs and Goblin-y because I've got the Orcs and Goblins for the channel and
Maybe
not really done
not.
anything.
Maybe not paint an army. Maybe increase. Maybe do some work on an army.
Yeah.
Again,
bits for different armies.
Empire, I'm all over kind of in my head, some
But
Empire
they're
stuff.
fully painted.
They
You have
are,
armies.
they are not fully painted.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have got an army painted. I've
Yeah.
still got to paint. I've got to get a second steam tank. I've got a Luminarch in a cupboard that's not even built. I've got Balthasar Gelt, yep. I've got
Fran's done, haven't you?
I've got
Fran's
Franz,
done.
but I've not got Valton done. I've
Yeah,
also got
that's the other.
quite a few of the other special characters in the book that are just sitting there, sort of languishing. I've got a couple of warrior priests. I've got a ton of infantry. We're going to swap, so I have another
halberdiers,
40 halberdiers to paint. I've got another 20 knights. Another demigriff.
Artillery? You've not got any artillery.
I've got one cannon
One
painted.
cannon.
I've got a second cannon. I've got 2 Hellblaster body guns. I think I've got a mortar somewhere as well.
Hellstorm rocket battery.
I'll probably leave.
I've probably got a rocket battery as well. I haven't got any flagellants. I could do with getting some of them. Yeah, I've got honestly, Empire's ridiculous. I've got loads that could be painted.
You got Volkmar. You got War.
I've got Volkmar who's not painted.
Yeah.
The altar's done, but not him. Yeah. There's lots of Empire, and again, I'm always tempted. I haven't really done much with vampires at all this year.
No.
It's a rarity for me to not have done much vampire-y stuff. So there's
You
that.
did at the start of the year because you did for Tim's event for North Members. You got
No.
the Bat Swarms
I
done.
took Empire.
You took Empire to North Members.
Oh,
Except
that's
Bassam's
for
Cardiff.
It was
Yeah,
Cardiff
that
the
was
year
last year.
before. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've not really done any
Yeah. Fair enough.
vampire hobby. So High Elves, another one that I'm tempted by, and then I've got that Chaos Army.
Yeah.
The two
Which
Chaos
I
Armies.
really
Yeah, the
want to get
demons
back
and the
into,
warriors.
and I've got my whole sort of Slanesh, which I did start to make some headway on, and then run out of puff. Yeah, just run out of steam. So there's a lot there. So I'm really not sure. I think I'd really like to sort that Slanesh Chaos Warriors army out because I just feel like it's sat there a really long time. But I really
Not as long as the Empire sat there though.
no, and I'm really tempted by Bretonian army. Doing
You
something
said this
different,
you said
using
this
some of the
last month.
compendium. I just feel like maybe that would be a painting project that could get me back onto the painting table because at the moment I'm really unmotivated to get on the painting table at all, if I'm honest. Not just that I'm short of time, even if I've got like an hour, I just think, I just can't be bothered to get it all done.
Yeah.
I just got no motivation for the
Yeah.
painting table. I'm hoping Loose Warhammer helps me actually. So it's really difficult for me to make a pledge. But
So this is a cop out. This means that you
I
can
think it's probably
We all
safe
know.
for me to say I'll try and paint another 3,000 points of stuff.
Okay.
of combined.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like a total number of models
Yeah, okay.
that hits 3,000 points. I've got 3,000 points odd painted this year. I'd expect because painted some Empire stuff. I painted a couple of
Yeah.
thousand over a couple of
I mean,
thousand points
Franzis.
dwarves.
Like
Yeah.
400 points.
Yeah, so I probably did a lot more than that actually
Yeah.
thinking about it. because I painted some Lizard Men stuff as well. Wasn't mine, but painted it up so we could use it on the channel. Barney and a load of camo skinks that went with that. And I've done some Sinesh.
I'd quite like to do some lizards too. I'm not going to make that part of the pledge.
So,
it probably won't happen,
probably three. If I can break 3,000 points next year of stuff, I think I'll be happy.
Fair
That's
enough.
probably me. Yeah.
Nice and vague.
Nice and vague, yeah, but 3,000 points of things getting painted, and we'll be able to keep checking
it's
up
like me
on
from
it.
last year.
Yeah,
we'll be able to keep checking
not
up
quite
on
as
it
bad as you
in
from last
this
year.
month.
Paint more,
In
less.
Loose
I'm surprised you're
Warhammer.
having to get half that in the pledge this year again.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just nice to see you getting some stuff done, because for so long you had one army
that wasn't
and
fully
loads of
painted.
stuff in the cupboard, didn't you?
It still wasn't fully
And
painted.
it wasn't fully painted, yeah, so it's great to see
Oh, I've
you
got these
making all
black
that.
house knights. Can I use them as Marauder Horsemen?
No.
No, Max.
I did use them for Mirror for a very long time.
Yeah, and then was like, oh, I'm going to take them to an event. I actually need to buy some Marauder
And
Horsemen.
sort it out.
And that wasn't until Cardiff last year. I've been taking Warriors to events for since what is it? Since Triple Crown 1. No, Triple Crown 1 I took the Bretonians, the HKB to Doomball.
Nice, and came last.
Yes.
No, I didn't come last in that one. I came last with Kairos.
Yeah.
And like Triple Crown 2 or 3.
Was that when Morathai charged Kairos
Yes.
and beat him in combat?
Over a piece of impulsive terrain.
Smashed him. She could see his base, so she charged. She could see him, so she charged over.
Because
and tucked herself.
you watched that charge happen, and you turned to me and went, I'm not gonna be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you, Max. I didn't see that
I didn't even see that charge. Yeah, I didn't even see that charge, and he was like, "Oh," I was like, he's got a demon though, and it was
No,
it's
he's
John
Kairos.
you were playing.
Yeah.
John was like, he's got one attack, mate. He's in loads of trouble. I was like, show me his stat line. Oh dear, he is in loads of trouble.
Yeah.
All those years ago.
Took an absolute drubbing on that demon.
That was good.
We haven't done our Secret Santa this year.
No,
We did last year,
No.
but maybe we will. Maybe we'll do it over the festive period.
maybe.
And
This is where Scott hands me a high off, aren't we? He says, you broke your pledge now.
I think if we do, it'd be quite cool for us to
Just get an
have
email
a go
off STL file.
at maybe maybe have a go at getting it painted over the period.
If it's
perhaps.
a Dark Elf or an Ogre, sure.
If it's like a character or something.
I'm buying your warrior.
It's normally going to be like a character that we do for each other, isn't
You
it?
can buy me a warrior.
I'm
So-
buying your warrior.
Keep
I'll
an eye
tread on
on our social media threads because we will talk about whether we're going to try and do something like that. I don't really have much else on my cheat sheet of things.
No.
No.
So pledge wise, it was 2,500 points.
2,500 point list of Dark Elves and 1,000 points of Ogres.
Nice.
Buy paint more, base better, 2,500 points of high elves.
Nice. And 3,000 points of things that will get painted away.
3,000 points is something.
Of
Lots.
elements, yeah. So
Lots. Padlock.
I'm actually an Emperor Dragon. How many points is an Emperor Dragon?
Oh, they're like 700,
So
yeah.
like 4 Emperor Dragons?
You get your
I
big,
could get my big
your
dragon.
big dragon. Is it built yet?
No, I don't know what it is.
Chris gave it, did it?
Yeah,
How much was it?
150.
Okay, yeah, no, I can't offer to buy that.
I can offer.
It is huge though. It is
Nice.
like big.
I can offer you to buy your Warfire Dragon off you because I still want one of those.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that is.
I've got a full Joe Great Fire Dragon, haven't I?
Yeah.
Which I could sort out.
It's
some
not like
ways.
in really bad shape though.
It's rough, but it's bigger than a Dreadzarian, which is ridiculous. I don't know what you'd use it for.
That's why the Dressarian's not last Army.
An Emperor Magma Dragon.
Yeah, probably.
It's probably all you could use it for.
So yes. Now, just as another reminder, we said earlier 6 weeks is how this will run. So you are going to see all of the usual 4-week release cycle from us. That will finish on the 25th of December, Christmas Day.
Yeah.
We'll release Deep Dive. More on
Merry
this later.
Christmas!
So, as we said earlier, if you don't want to spend time with your family, you could watch the new video, which is lovely.
You can watch where the end times goes downhill.
Then the 2 weeks after that, that's covering the weekend of New Year and the weekend, first weekend in January. We won't be releasing a feature video. We will be releasing 2 additional quintessential tales. And then we'll release 20 nil tactics before we bring you in with Loose Warhammer and Trial by Combat,
Yes.
which we've discussed before and we'll post lots on our social medias about in the next few weeks. So it's been a crazy blast. It's been a long episode, and we're
it
going
really
to
has.
tell you now what you can expect to see over this coming festive period of 2022. This month's War Council Battle Report sees the sons of Khemri invade Bretonia in search of stolen artefacts, and maybe a legendary defender of those lands might try to stop them.
Sacre bleu.
Is it Lewin?
No. What?
Because You still haven't painted him.
Yeah, you also can't fit him in.
Yeah, but I mean, good to do a bigger battle, but you haven't painted him.
Oh, okay, yeah. Cool.
Let's blame James.
Not for
Let's do
War
that.
Council, we couldn't. Autobahn House Empire are back for the third battle in the Sunderland of Athelven campaign playthrough. This month, the Field Marshal will come face to face with Captain Blacktow's Skaven.
Not an absolute combat monster. Yay!
Not combat beast this time. He might survive.
It's when the Hellpit Abomination eats it.
Yeah.
Amazing. Sound the charge. Lance is at the ready as their first quintessential tale this month, and the one that you'll get as part of our normal release schedule is the Chieftain's top 5 cavalry units.
Not me. It's not
I don't
me.
use cavalry. I'm used to be using Dragon Princes.
There you go. Get your head around that. That is not the only quintessential instalments this month. We have got one that will come out between Christmas and New Year, and we have got one that will come out just after New Year. And these will be brought to you by myself and the Duke.
Scott's still doing one.
He is, yep.
I don't get a month off.
So we're going to sort of pack out a few more into that section of our website, which is great. The Duke is going to be talking about his top 5 vampire powers. Very jealous. I think that's a subject I'd love to get involved in as well. And I'm going to talk about my top 5 generic Lord choices.
And
so
more.
that'll be a good mixture of
Top
things.
5 Lord choice. And why is it a vampire Lord?
Now this month will also see our final 3 tales from the Wizard's Tower. Rest assured, it's not going to be gone from the website. It just won't be getting any larger.
Yeah. Very much like this month in Warhammer.
Yes. So we're going to pick a subject each to see the series out in style. So you may need to tune in to find out all about that.
Because we haven't chosen yet.
Yeah, we haven't. 20 Nil Tactics will see us complete our series on different army types, and that will be in the new year, be the sort of first snippet, sort of back.
Can't work the date out.
I guess, yeah.
It'll be like the 10th?
Yeah, it might actually be the second snippet if you count the extra quintessential.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's coming back just after Christmas, and we are going to be having a look at MSU armies and the tactics for them. So you Wood Elf players, get ready for a great afternoon.
Legit, just all Wood Elf all the time.
Competitive character series. This month we're going to be discussing the humble and stoic Empire Captain. Actually, it was quite hard to do a competitive character series for him because there's quite
Like
a few
50
good choices.
million builds.
Yeah, there's quite a few
And
good
imagine
choices.
one of them is Capitus.
Well, you have to tune in, Max. You have to tune
I
in.
tune into the drive.
Yeah, I mean, you'll make the episode, so yeah.
You can listen to it while you're making it.
This month's Magic and Mundane will feature 3 enchanted items that makes... Make sure you tune in to check out 8th edition's Enchanted Icons is what I'm calling them. Because these items are all iconic for this set of rules, I think.
He's won the... what's it called? The 5-point
Good talk.
ward save against war machines.
No, we've
Oh,
done that
Icons
one already.
Icon.
Icons
Icons
Icon,
Icon. We've done that one already.
Feels like that should be in the icons.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because icon. I'm not talking about icons as in...
You're just talking about iconic.
Yeah, iconic.
Okay.
Like the Marilyn Monroe, if you will, of Warhammer 8th edition, these items
That's
are.
a random,
much.
That's just a random one to chuck in there. The Marilyn Monroe.
Other iconic celebrities are available. And finally, it wouldn't be Christmas without an elf. So it's only right that we bring you Deep Dive End Times Kane this month. And that is the Christmas Day special.
That is the Christmas Day special.
Where the end times go. All just to ruin your Christmas spirit, so we bring out end times Kane, you know? That's very
It's got elves in it.
It's got all the elves
that
in it.
incredibly balanced end times book.
Yeah.
The Glock and the Gash, they were semi-fine.
I am feeling a lot of negativity from you right now.
I defend the end times a lot on this channel, but I will not defend this book. I will not defend this book till the ends of it.
Yeah. Cool. So we hope that you all have a fantastic festive period. We cannot wait to bring you the first instalments of Loose Warhammer and Trial by Combat on the 15th of January,
Oh, you got that,
2023. I did make a point of putting down the date that you will see those first appearing. It's been an amazing year. Thank you for all your support. And this is the last this month in Warhammer sign-off.
It is. And we can finally take the itchy hats off.
We can finally take
I'm
it.
So glad.
I'm gonna put the Thaden thing as it's over. The keep is over.
It is done. So thank you for joining us once again. We hope you have a great bit of time off. We hope you enjoy your festive period, whatever you're doing, and we will see you in the new year.
See you later, guys.
Toodaloo.
It is over.
Remember to tag your friends and like, subscribe and share. Then head over to triplecrownwargaming.com and become a Knight of the Realm today.
What are you doing, mate?
You alright?
Do it for Warhammer!